No. Don't start him on that. I just like the bread the way he is. Don't corrupt him. I like bread the way he is, man. Don't try to change him. Nah. That's part of the problem, right?
Hey, can we decrust him? I don't like my bread with crust.
No. Just leave him the way he is. He's fine the way he is. Please. See, this is what happens with everyone. They come up here and right away they start remaking the bread, how it looks, how it acts. This is why he can't find a home anywhere, and he's sick of it, and I'm sick of it. Leave the bread alone, man.
I can't find a home. No matter where I go, I could not find a home. Everybody was like, yo, Brad, what the fuck? Yo, this guy's weird.
Well, you're safe here, Brad.
Are you gluten free?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Here we go with this judgment now about his gluten content.
Look, it's fine. He's nut bread.
No, check this out. You want to hear about gluten content? You know what we call this in my hometown where I live in New York? We call this, oh, yeah.
Lubass, the only one who laughed at that.
It was funny.
One person laughed. But you know what?
It was funny.
It was funny.
What? Oh.
Whoa.
Jeffrey Phillips now proving that he has a girlfriend because nobody believed him. So there it is.
No. Keep it on her. Yeah. No, keep it right there. No, do not go back to you. On her. No.
Honey, what are you doing at this guy's
She
house?
wears a helmet indoors, not doing any exercise or anything. What's going on here?
I can't.
What's your name, sweetheart?
I can't. No, I cannot do this.
Shut up, Brad.
Why is that
Brad,
flag
shut
up, Brad.
Hold on, Brad.
Why
Brad,
is that
please.
flag upside down?
Brad, it's going to be okay.
Brad's not from East
It's
LA.
going to be okay, man. Just get toasted if you need to. Do your thing.
Put it on the girl.
Everyone.
Put it back to the girl. What's your name?
Honey, what are you doing at another man's house?
What's with all you guys that address women with this, like, honey, sweetie? Like, who are you? Frank Sinatra at the Copacabana? What is this? You folks don't talk like this in your life when you're out anywhere, but you get on here and all of a sudden everyone's a ladies' man. Hey, sweetie. Hey, honey.
No.
Baby, why'd you leave me? Why are you at another man's house?
No.
It's just creepy is what it is.
It is.
It is creepy. I just want to know why she's safer than everybody else. Why aren't we wearing helmets indoors?
Well, shit.
All right, young lady.
She's also smarter than you, Moose.
What is your name?
She might be smart.
Oh, I'm Allie.
Oh, hey, Allie. What's up? Yeah. What are you doing?
How much is Jeffrey paying you for the girlfriend experience?
Hey, Allie.
Yeah, me.
What does it cost these days?
Out of the room for a little bit? Allie.
I can't stop.
All right, one at a time, slaves. Conduct yourself with some kind of decorum. As soon as some kind of feminine expression comes on here, you're all chomping at the bit. When you get to the end zone, act like you've been there before.
Allie, can you ask Jeffrey to walk out of the room for a little bit?
It's cold out there. It's raining.
I don't know.
Don't do it. Don't do it with Brian O'Shea.
No,
You'll be sorry.
Don't do it.
Come on, I just want to talk.
There's some things we need to talk about without him. I think he's right. I think Brian's right for once.
Just ask him. See what he does. Just say, hey Jeff, can you just leave the room for like 5 minutes?
And you'll be able to take the helmet off for a minute.
No,
don't say that.
What?
Once he's out, you'll be safe.
What'd you say, Allie?
That's okay.
So, Allie, what do you think about guys in vans?
Guys in what?
That drive around in vans that have open, like a lot, like drive around in vans. Would that have the back of it like kind of empty? It's a van, big van. It's kind of empty in the back.
It's kind of empty in the back.
Trap door.
Like,
No discernible.
Van, no. Is that the question?
What?
If you're asking me to get your van, the answer is no. Is that what the question is?
I couldn't hear you because everyone keeps fucking talking. Can you please say it again?
God, I don't even remember. I said, if you're asking me to get in your van, the answer is no.
No, I just said, how do you feel about dudes who drive around in fucking large vans?
He doesn't have a van. He can't afford one. He has a little.
Fuck up.
He has a little.
Yeah, I might have to put
Civic.
Lou in the back. He's real chatty. He's real chatty tonight. He still doesn't get it. So we might have to put him in the back so he can eat. He doesn't have to eat.
I've got a mattress in mine.
Hey, Jeffrey, are you aware that we have an actual metard here? Full-fledged metard?
Hashtag metard.
Metard? What about
Yeah.
metards?
Lou is a full-fledged meatard. He drinks chicken blood, cuts their necks open, eats raw meat on camera.
Like
He's
the Liver King?
disgusting.
Like the
Oh
Liver
yeah,
King?
the Liver King, except he's obese. Lou is. That's the odd thing about it, right? Liver King, obviously.
That's
ripped
most
up.
of the people that tell me I'm unhealthy on my Facebook page are usually obese.
Yeah, that's Lou. Lou's one of those.
Is that the
He
bread
says
guy?
that- yeah, he
Wait,
says
so-
you're. No, that's not the bread guy. That's this guy next to you, the smarmy, Arabic,
Okay.
Italian,
Yeah.
greasy,
Got it. Yeah.
cherubic-looking fellow who never leaves the house or the bed.
You won't be able to find anything about bread guy who's bad.
Got it.
Bread,
Yeah.
bread guy is good.
Well, bread guy, you won't be able to find anything about. But when he put his head down and you saw who he really was, that guy's on a few lists. But we're
No,
not going to
I-
get into it.
Yo, I would literally, I'm on like 500.
Hey, if you were that good, you
I-
wouldn't have to tell us.
Yeah, don't. Bread guy, go back to the bread because.
Nah, man. Listen,
All right.
I'm a First Amendment auditor, right? My name is
You drinking?
Listen to this guy. He's a First
Dude,
Amendment
of
auditor,
course,
folks.
I drink.
You heard it
fucking-
here.
I drink 2 times a fucking week. 2 times a week.
Now, have you ever sniffed a small child, much like the leader of the free world, Joe Biden? I'm not saying anything negative about that. I'm just asking.
Dude, who votes for Joe Biden?
All right. He didn't say he doesn't. He just said who votes for Joe
That's-
Biden. He didn't
that's
answer the question. So I'm going to
disgusting,
go ahead and say yes. He sniffed a small child at least once or twice. He's going back to the bread face.
Yeah, fuck Joe Biden.
All right.
You-
So
you
what do you
should've
have
never
to say,
took the
Lou?
bread
This
off,
man
man.
is a vegan, is my understanding. Jeffrey Phillips. What do you
Yeah.
have to say to him? He's not a cecotrope. He doesn't eat his own feces, to my understanding. Because Lou
I don't-
says that you have to eat your own feces in order to be vegan, like a gorilla.
Woo! That's pretty gross. I don't know. I'm sick of talking about it, honestly.
Over it. All right. Well,
So the dude
we're just
ran.
gonna
The
let.
bread ran.
Nah, Brett didn't run. He doesn't run. Lou's just gonna. We're just gonna let him continue to eat himself to death on meat products. Not even really talk about it because I don't think there's much point anyway. He's beyond help. Look at him there. He's
Most are.
yeah.
It's not an easy sell.
Lou's got cookies.
Mm.
What a
Happy
surprise.
Lou.
The meat
Lou's
cookies?
happy. Yeah.
Meat and cookies.
Meat
I mean,
cookies?
Cookies.
Lard biscuits?
Damn.
I've been watching all week, so this is just like a group of pals.
Oh, they're
Talking
throwing
about
N
whatever.
words. They're throwing N words in the chat. Someone named my cock is dirty. Apparently.
Whoa.
Throwing N words in the chat. That's not what we do here, sir.
Is that
we
the
do
lagoon creature?
You never know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, her cock is dirty.
No, she would not speak about my. Well, let's not go into it. Now, let's go around the expert panel. I want to hear your thoughts in general. I want to hear from Jeffrey Phillips too, because I know he had something to say when he came up here.
Well, I spent the week like watching your show, trying to figure out what was going on here, and I think it's just like a group of pals talking about stuff. And then last week you were trying to like the East LA kid is like a statist kid. You're trying to convince him to not be a statist anymore. Is that what was going on last week? With the kid with the accent, the LA accent?
Yeah, that was
Talking
Jack
about Jack
Harlow.
Harlow.
Yeah. I showed
we
up.
were-
That was the first show I've ever seen was when he was just like ranting and not really listening, but then he was
Oh,
listening and I was
geez.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Sorry to
here?"
hear that.
Yeah, so what do you? I mean, because I'm not too sure myself either. What's going on over here? So what do you make of all that?
So you guys just like meet up every day and just live chat?
Yeah, I do a broadcast here, and for some
Yeah.
reason, folks keep showing up, and then they get stuff like that. What you witnessed. So
Like
I want to
back
know what you think of that.
I think it's super cool.
Super
I
cool,
remember
all
back
right.
in the day, back in like the Ron Paul days, we had a 2-drink minimum
How do I
tiny
stop
chat that was like a
broadcasting?
similar thing where everybody was like, it was like 20 guys and we were all like having drinks and talking about stuff. And it was really fun because it would go on for hours and hours and hours. And it was just like, I don't know, it seems better than arguing on Facebook all day, you know?
Yeah, just drinking, having fun with 20 guys. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Usually
Okay.
that's in the locker room, though, right, Brian? Getting ready for a comedy show.
I mean, maybe it's because every time a feminine expression comes around, you folks jump on them like dogs on some kind of a chew toy, and it's very disconcerting and creepy. So
Allie
it would
can
make
handle it.
sense that you find yourself surrounded by men, and therefore myself also surrounded by men, because I'm with you folks. So
She was just changing, and I was like, "What if you turned around and I had the camera on you right now?"
Is there a reason she's wearing a helmet inside, sir?
She's a cyclist. She
want-
just walked in from going on a bike. Oh, she didn't want me to tell you.
Okay, I'm sorry. The
thought
reason
that
I
was
ask
pretty
is because
obvious.
I just got out of the store earlier today, and everybody's like, they're so safety, every safety protocol is being followed and whatnot, and I just want to know if I got to wear a helmet inside to be safe too. That was all it was.
Yeah, she's a
all right,
serious
let's get back
lib.
to the important thing, because you seem like you're kind of into the idea of like you showing us how she looks changing. Are you into that?
Huh? No, I was
What?
just trying to scare. I was just trying to scare.
Is she into that?
I don't think so. No. Not at this point.
All right, because Brian O'Shea
Would have done it already if she was, because she's pretty.
Okay. Well, I have a way of breaking through with people's awareness into new domains of knowing. And Brian O'Shea is retaining a lot of semen these days. He doesn't get much human contact, so I figured maybe we do him a favor. But if you're not into it, she's not into it, I guess we just leave it alone.
Feels like an episode of Kill Tony.
I don't know what that
You guys
means.
watch Kill Tony? Oh, I thought you're into comedy, aren't you?
Oh, I'm into doing comedy.
Ah,
Have you seen my life, sir? I'm living in a washroom closet. Pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, can we go around the panel? I want to hear from you folks. And you just got me here doing all the heavy lifting.
Well, not
Anybody know
only are
about
you there
Kill
in a
Tony?
closet,
What's
Paul,
Kill Tony? Someone tell me. Okay,
Kill
go ahead.
Tony
Talk
is
about the
a
closet.
comedy. It's they've done like 700 episodes. It's like the longest running live comedy show. But basically, there's a panel. This guy Tony Hinchcliffe, he's a comedian. He's kind of like an obnoxious, kind of gay-looking dude, but he's straight apparently.
Like
But
Moose.
he's
Like
a
Moose,
Joe
right?
Rogan
That's
guy.
like Moose. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's a Joe Rogan
Allegedly.
guy, right? He's one of the guys Joe Rogan took to Austin, and he took a show
Well,
to
he
Austin.
must
It
be
used to
funny.
be in LA. So the show's very, very good.
No,
The
it's
premise
not.
is there's a panel of like a celebrity judge and like Tony, and then this a couple guys, and then they pull comics out of a hat, and the comic anyone who gets pulled comes up and does 1 minute of comedy, and then they kind of get roasted by the panel, and it's just there's like 600 episodes or something, and it's just
So
it's really
someone's
funny
seen it down
because-
there. They're saying terrible show, awful people.
Yeah, it's awful.
Really? Well, of
I've been
course,
on-
yeah.
I've been
After
on
a
that
while,
show.
you start to see like all these people are degenerates really on this show, but it's pretty funny if you're into comedy and just something
No,
kind of
it's
funny
not.
to put on in the
I'm
background.
a
No,
world
it's not.
famous comedian. I've been on that.
Are you
Huh?
aware
It's
that
not.
Brian O'Shea is a world famous comedian
No.
and has shared?
I think
He
I
shared
think
the stage with-
you're from Chicago, right?
I've been on Kill Tony. I'm a world famous comedian, and his show sucks.
O'Shea,
I was
you're
on there
from
when Ron White
from
was on.
Chicago, right?
He's from Chicago. That's him.
Yeah. Do you know Red Bar?
Finally, someone knows him. This is your big break, O'Shea. Finally, someone knows you. Come on.
Do you know
Play it
Red
up.
I know
Bar?
Red Bar.
Yeah, Red Bar's dope.
No, he's not. He's also a dumbass.
Horrible
no
person.
way! No.
I'm gonna steal your girlfriend now. You're 0 for 2. You're 0 for 3.
Now that's got to say something. If all your heroes, right? Brian O'Shea shared the stage with him. He finds himself here, right, with the God of all media, myself. So speaks volumes. You know, a lot of these folks,
that's
they're
funny.
about written material. They're not on the fly like me and Brian O'Shea. They're not quick-witted, right? They don't have this kind of repartee. So
Not like
that's the
Padini?
kind of. No. Very much unlike Justin Patini, who of course can't even talk and says that the reason he plays with Godzilla and Ninja Turtle video games is because he's enlightened, and that's just his inner child. It's very
Yeah.
Zen
if you-
Buddhist.
If you like if you like making fun of Padini, you should watch some of my videos I've done about him. Dude,
we don't need to make fun of Padini. He makes fun of himself on
No, that's
Facebook every single
the
day.
thing.
Yeah, I don't
Is
watch
Allie in
anyone's
any of your
videos. I don't
Is
watch
Allie
any
in any of
videos.
your videos?
What's that?
Is Allie in any of your videos?
Yeah, she's in a bunch of my videos.
Cool.
She wear a helmet there too.
Some of them. Actually, a lot of them. Yeah, you're mostly.
I've never worn a helmet in any one of your videos.
Hey,
You
hey,
two
Allie.
video.
I don't
You're wearing
think
a helmet.
my
Like,
girlfriend needs to wear a helmet around you.
Hey, Allie.
She's not cycling.
Hold up. Hey, Allie, would you like to make a video with me?
No, I
You
don't.
thought that was funny? Whoa!
You don't have anything to fear. You don't have anything to fear. He's a vegan.
Whoa, Allie. Get back in the picture.
Did he
there.
just try to hit you with the bicycle there?
Yeah, Allie. Just take your hand and just mush Jeff's face right out of the fucking way. Just take your palm of your hand and just stick it right in his fucking face. Just mush it outside of the room.
This is your big moment. O'Shea is like O'Shea is a world famous comedian.
Holy
He's
shit.
an ambassador of the
What
stars, and this is your big moment.
What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is going on? I'm holding a pussycat. Okay.
Holding a pussycat.
The fuck? You know I'm retaining semen over here, Allie, don't you? What the fuck is the problem?
Is that
In his
is that,
mouth.
can I ask a question?
In his
Yeah.
mouth.
Are you retaining semen on purpose? Is that like a performance enhancement thing?
He just
not-
likes holding it in his
I'm
mouth for a few
not-
hours.
I cannot get laid, Allie, so if you want to help me out, but it's also good for you to hold the semen in, and I don't masturbate, so you figure it out. I
And
would love
it's
to get laid.
salty.
But I don't masturbate.
It's got a
So,
nice
Allie,
salty
what state
taste.
are you on? What
It's got a
state are you
nice
on,
salty
Allie?
taste. Hey, O'Shea.
I heard like a quarter of it, but what
What
you said.
state are you on, Allie? Shut up, Lou. Fat fuck.
Hey,
What state
Lou,
are
this
you
is a one-on-one right now. Leave him alone.
Whoa, I gotta know if I got enough gas money to get to where the fuck you're at.
Where I'm at?
Yeah.
Like what state?
I drive a van. I have limited gas money, so where I gotta figure out how fucking far I gotta drive.
Sorry, you're not getting the location. You gotta ask Jeffrey for the deets. Did you tell him?
Yeah,
where you?
what fucking state? Where you guys at?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how much has been revealed.
That's the thing. So they're into some like weird situation over there where Jeffrey's like, he's got the keys, Brian O'Shea. You got to go through him.
All right,
So
Jeff.
you better
where
get
guys
on his
at?
good side.
Yeah.
Jeff, where
well,
you
wait,
guys-
Brian, I got this for you, Brian. Listen,
Shut up.
if,
up, man.
if he slides into your DMs with a little blushy face, that means he wants you to come by and he wants.
No, I know. Where
he's
the
giving
fuck?
you the
Give me
key.
like a region.
Now,
Just
are
like
you willing to
Ken
do
did
something
for
with
Paul.
Jeffrey? Are you willing to do something with
No.
or to Jeffrey in order
No.
to? No.
Fuck, I'll punch him in his face.
Well, so then you really don't want it then. You really don't want it then, and I'm not gonna speak for him. I'm not gonna speak for him. I'm gonna let Jeffrey handle this.
Can you guys
and
give me
Amy
a region like Midwest, East Coast, West Coast? Can I at least get that?
So now it's you guys, like you're
you
open to
think
the
we're
whole
in the
freeway
USA?
kind of thing.
What?
What?
What makes you think we're in the USA?
Well, whatever. Tell us, give us a fucking proximity.
I don't know.
Someone
Oh, you're
says
sure-
Howard
you're a
Stern was the
world-class
god of all
comedian.
media. No, he's the king of all media. I'm the god of all media. There's
I'm
a
the king of all content. Now, listen. Or I'm the king of all media. Yeah, that's
Mike
better.
Redbar is.
No, you're
What?
the king of all content.
Yeah.
Mike
What did
Redbar.
you say? What?
Redbar is.
Shut up. All right. All right, you're scared. You're actually
Did
scared.
Redbar roast you at some point? Did you
Okay.
did you perform his comedy?
Shut up. Just shut up
at
for a
his
second.
comedy
Now, shut up and listen.
comedy bar?
Shut up and listen. Now, you're afraid to give me the region because you're afraid that I'm actually going to meet up with Allie. That's what you're telling me. Now you're going to give me like
I'm gonna
Midwest,
dox
East Coast,
myself
West
on
Coast.
YouTube, bro.
What?
I'm gonna dox myself on YouTube.
Bro, to say
Dox
Midwest-
yourself by saying a region? Are you really that scared, man?
Damn, you're right. Okay, my swag's getting up now. This motherfucker's terrified. Shit.
Well, Brian
Honey,
O'Shea,
hey,
I
where are
mean,
we at right now?
Just ask him.
Yeah.
West Coast, bro.
so now you're
You're
going
on the
to
West
ask.
Coast? I'm
So
on
now
the
you're
West
gonna-
Coast, motherfuckers.
This is
You're
mayhem.
a
at
game
this
over, bitch. I got gas money
You
too.
gotta rein this in a little bit.
The bonus content.
Hey, don't tell me how to hit on women there, Allie. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
All right, Brian, we need to move on from this. Brian, you're stressing him out. He's going to drugs. I saw him put some rocks in that pipe.
Man. This is mayhem.
Allie. Now,
Yo.
you're the Midwest. Now, narrow it down a little bit.
Midwest.
I thought you already said West Coast.
I mean, not Midwest, West Coast. You said
Nah,
West
bro,
Coast.
they're
Narrow it down a little
Coloradoans.
bit.
Either that or Utah.
Colorado.
Come on, don't be scared. Narrow it
They
down
look
a
kind of
little.
like Mormons.
Jeffrey's
You guys
face.
are in LA. You guys seem like LA scum.
I will not
Yeah,
confirm
LA
it
scum.
either.
I can see it out. I lived in LA. I know LA scum. I see it. That fucking LA scum beanie with that LA
You
scum.
saw the glint in her eyes
Yep.
when you said that you
Venice
knew
Beach kids.
when you said you knew Sam Tripoli, her eyes lit up. She saw herself on a stage
We don't give a fuck about Sam
I'll
Tripoli.
right now, Allie.
with
Oh,
Annie
Sam
Bravo.
Tripoli's why you don't like Mike Redbar. Okay, now we've
Yeah,
figured it
see?
out.
O'Shea's got a whole political, comedic, twisted, dark world that he's involved in. Very depressing.
Well,
There
Red
is
Rock's
quite
actually pretty funny,
being
but he's just,
creepy.
I don't like him as a person, but some of his stuff is funny and true and like he's hardcore. Like, and Sam Tripoli, yeah, that definitely has a big beef with him. Sam Tripoli, I don't want to say whatever. I'm not going to talk about Sam.
Oh, Sam
Yeah,
Tripoli. Oh, jeez.
LA scum. Look at these LA retards. Just LA. Just fucking.
You guys hang out on Venice Beach? Kind of stand there with a sign asking for money, change, anything?
Yeah.
You guys, wait, what part of LA are you in? Are you guys in like Los Feliz? Are you guys in Venice, Santa Monica, Hollywood? Which part?
I'll figure it out.
I know you're in LA. It's all over your face, bro. So game over. You're on the West
on my
Coast.
hands, dude. Literally on my hands, like
Los Feliz. I'm guessing Los Feliz. You guys are in the that area, right? Like the silver. What is it? Silver something over there.
close enough.
Look at her. She can't even hold her boobs in talking to me. Jesus
Dude.
Christ. You are fucking steaming retention over there.
On fucking-
Whoa.
Hey, don't let her try to lie to you.
She's getting
gonna try to
don't let
show
her get
Brian a
you
little
worked
something,
up, Brian
something.
O'Shea. Don't let
Yeah,
her
look
get
at
you
her.
worked up. This
She
is
wants
how
me to
these
make one of
women
those
get to
jokes.
you on your spiritual path.
I know.
let 'em
Look
do
at her.
it.
She's holding the
She
cat.
has-
She's just trying to entice.
She has
she's
a nice
fucking with
pussy.
me. Yeah, she's
And
fucking
don't-
with
all
me.
right,
Lou. Shut up,
Louis.
Lou, you fat
Hey,
fuck.
he's got
Lou,
the
I'm
talcott
gonna put
look
you
in
in the
his
back,
eyes.
Lou.
Stop this, guys.
Oh, fuck off.
And I know you're attracted to Jeffrey as well, Brian O'Shea, and you can just come right out with it. I know you went from her to you guys real quick. You're
Well-
looking for some kind of situationship with them, and I don't know if they're having it. I mean, they haven't said no directly yet. I mean, maybe they're open to it, but maybe private time, Brian O'Shea. You message Jeffrey, get in the
Yeah.
DMs. You know,
Yeah.
Polyamory.
see if you can work something out.
See, I'll just tell them. I'll just convince them that I just want to hang out, just be friendly. You know, I got comedy connections. They probably want to do something in comedy. So then, once I get there, it's just like it's all platonic until Jeffrey fucking goes to get cigarettes or something, and then whatever.
Whatever
Yeah.
happens, happens.
Yeah, whatever Allie's feeling at that moment. Put her helmet on and just feel it out. You know what I mean?
Doesn't mean she feels a bat upside the back of her head either.
With the helmet on.
Hey, safety first. Duh.
No, I don't wear condoms, Allie. Just to let you know right off the bat.
But
Stanley.
I wear helmets. It's okay.
What?
She
You
said
don't
that's
wear
okay.
condoms.
She wears a helmet.
What?
Never mind.
Steve's really.
One more time.
No, it's not. It was a joke, and now it's not going to hit, so I can't repeat it.
Well, I'm gonna hit when I see you. So,
Oh, Jesus.
all right, you guys are too easy.
Yeah, give me that.
You're too easy, Allie. You can't give it up that easily. You got a crowd here. You got to play a little hard to get. You got Jeffrey there. You're embarrassing him. You got a
Now,
crowd here.
someone is now saying so not creepy. I think they're saying that it is creepy. They're saying it's not, but they mean it is. Someone else saying losers. I'm sure they're not talking about me. Probably everyone else on the panel, maybe except for Jeffrey, the woman there, Allie, Wizard,
Rob
Dan
Cleveland.
the Man, Rob Cleveland. Yeah, that about does it.
They
Paulie,
live in
did you see
Silver
that we
Lake,
have
Los
James Brown in the crowd? James Brown himself.
Yeah, I saw that, and he keeps saying the same stuff over and over again, like "I feel good," all the things James Brown says, which kind of makes me think maybe it is James Brown.
Aaron.
But I thought,
Sounds like Aaron, right? I feel good. Everything's good to me. Do you have
Allie
another
feels
account down there? Are
good.
you chatting?
Everything's good to me.
Who, me?
Yeah, Allie feels good. Things are good. Good
Hey
things are
man,
happening.
leave my girlfriend alone, man. I'm starting to get triggered over here, bro.
Yeah, Jeff. If you're uncomfortable, just let me have it. Just tell me to fuck off. You know, don't hold back, dude. I know you're new. I don't want to come out too hard.
That's the thing. He seems completely
That ship
unthreatened
has
by
sailed,
you.
Brian.
Yeah, he seems completely unthreatened by you and the fact that you're living in a van and have no jokes as a comedian.
And a mouthful of semen.
Shut up, dude.
Wow, Lou. Man, the only time you ever take a shot is when somebody else has already opened the door for you.
All right, fellas.
vibrating?
I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna ask you to turn the vibrators off till after the broadcast. I know that you get fired up here. All this hot talk with Brian O'Shea and this Allie woman, but please save the self-pleasuring devices for after the broadcast. It's a family broadcast. I know it's hard to believe with all this chatter going on up here.
Yeah, I got to get out of the library in 20 minutes, Allie. What do you think about that?
Yeah, what do you think about the fact that Brian O'Shea spends his day at the library? Not because he reads books, because he lives there.
Yeah.
He lives inside the grand piano.
You ever make love inside of a piano, Allie?
Inside of a piano?
Yeah, that's why I sleep.
Not. Oh, sick.
Oh yeah, you can hit all the notes.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you feel that?
Hit the
I
G
gotta
note.
go. I'm in
Know what I
trouble.
mean?
I'm
Gotta let
about to
the
get beat.
silence
Gotta go,
wash
guys.
over.
Hold on a second, Moose. Is your wife yelling at you now?
Look, I blinked twice. Nobody came for me. Now she's sending the baby after me. I got to go take care of some stuff.
Do you need a
Thank
helmet?
you for everything
Moose?
you do.
We could send one.
No, Lou, shut up. Thank you for everything you do for us, Paul. Brian, they're missing out on the ads. Please take.
Moose's
you
wife
do better
now.
than anybody else.
Moose's wife
Run,
now
Moose,
taking
run.
back the reins, telling him get the hell off that broadcast and get back to this child and maybe
That's
clean
right.
something. So,
I've got to go clean that diaper, sir.
all right,
So,
be a
I'm
good
a slave
boy
to the
and
baby.
yeah, let her kick her feet up and relax while you change the diapers, and let's descend a little bit deeper into emasculated slavery and genocide.
That's right. That's right. So while Brian's over here taking your lady, I'm over here serving your lady. So later,
That's
guys.
it. I don't know what that means.
Hey, Allie, how do you feel about doing a little advertisement for us? Reading an advertisement card, cue card.
An advertisement cue card? Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, you got your choice of the hydration pump. We got the Patriot prophylactics. We got the Christopher towel that comes with yeah. Go ahead, Allie. You see it on the screen?
You have
I'll
Alpha
sell
Brain?
that motherfucker. I need gas money to get to you to make love to you, so sell the shit out of it.
What is this? Liquid silk. Subtle art. Oh, I ain't reading all that.
Okay. Fuck.
You don't know how to read?
Give it.
I ain't reading all that.
Is anyone else willing to do it that's not Lou?
Do you have reading troubles?
Yes. Shh.
Lou.
Do it on the fly. Just
Hey,
make
can
up
someone
whatever you
ask
feel.
Lou to not interject? Because every time he does, it just kind of goes silent right after, almost as if he's just awkward and unfunny.
All right, Allie, let me tell you a little bit about this product right here. This product is Liquid Silk. This is a luxury, non-tacky, water-based sensual lubricant. Okay, Allie, you understanding me here? This thing's Patriot-approved pineapple chunk flavor and aroma. You catch my drift. Now,
That's my favorite.
this liquid, just to give you an example, it is a secret ingredient that this, what this product is, but I'll just give you a hint. I eat a lot of fucking pineapple, just to give you a little clue as to what's inside that bottle. Now, you can purchase this bottle of Liquid Silk for $29.99, but if you use the promo code, Brian really wants to make sweet, loving love.
Yeah, you got to shorten those promo codes, Brian. Remember I said like 4 words or less? You can't do the whole run-on sentence. Folks don't remember.
If you use the promo code Brian Will Bang Alley, you get 20% off. So you can just have that little cat on your lap all you want, Allie, and just look at me the way you're looking at me and make those little kissy lips all you want and smile and laugh at my jokes. All you want. But you know, if I get anywhere 10 feet near you, it's going to be like a magnet just locking in. I don't care if Jeff's around. You can just sit there and watch all he wants, like a little cuck slave. All he
Whoa. I feel like my presence isn't good for the show. I'm going to be honest.
No, I'm sorry. But if you do want to read this ad, you didn't like the liquid silk, but how about doing this?
Patriots. That's cute.
Yeah. It's a used condom that we sell here. I got to get gas money to get to you. So Jeff can watch us make love.
Are you watching this?
Yeah. Yeah, we sell used condoms here that are filled with a secret liquid that is pineapple flavored. I need a lot of pineapple. Give me
Pineapple.
clues here, Allie.
It's pineapple.
Yeah, chunks. Pineapple chunks. Right inside that condom. And that condom comes with a perforated hole.
Yeah.
And I suggest you put the condom in the freezer, let it get nice and slushy style. Then you just suck that pineapple chunk flavor right out of there, if you know what I'm talking about. Jeff can do it. Or have Jeff do that.
Whoa.
I'll show up with some condom. Jeff can sit there with the condom, sucking it down while I make sweet love to you. How do you guys feel about that?
You hearing this?
Who?
It's kind of gay.
Why are you laughing at when I say that in front of Jeff? That's not right. All right, I don't feel right now. Jeff, listen.
Don't worry,
Listen to this
man.
library announcement. I gotta leave. This is bad timing for the library.
What's that on the corner?
I don't know.
Return all Chromebooks.
Brian O'Shea, you got to tell those people you booked that podcast room in that library and that you got to finish up here. You can't leave. They got to leave you the keys or something. You'll lock up. Tell them they got to go. Leave you the keys. You'll lock the library up when you're done.
Allie, where do you want me to finish up, Allie? Where do you want me to finish up? Because I know where I finish up, but I just want to know if you're okay with that.
Ooh.
What? Where'd you think it was?
I don't think my presence is good for this.
All right, I'm gonna pull
Brian
back.
O'Shea, easy.
Sorry.
Right, reel it in a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. She's saying I reel it in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the whole like living in a library thing's got you really kind of upset, and I think there's a bit of anger toward women coming through. I know that you you want to make love and all that, but you got to kind of cut back on the overarching resentment, anger, mommy issues.
I know. I apologize.
It's okay. Now start to wrap up. If they're not going to leave you the keys to lock up the library, start to back up there and switch over to your phone while you're in the parking lot so we can continue, because I want to hear more from you. It's not fair that just because the library's closing down that I don't get to hear more of Brian O'Shea just because he lives there.
Right. All right, let me finish up this ad. If you use the promo code Allie, and Jeff, I'm sorry, I took it too far. You guys are awesome. If I came to LA,
you got to shorten them. I tell you this every time. It's 4 words or less.
It's just too long.
Okay, the promo code is I will not bang Allie. How many words is that? I will not bang Allie. That's 5. Don't laugh, Allie. Come on.
It's 4 or less. It's 4 or less, and we are all already knew that. I think you're the only one who finally realized that.
Fuck. No banging Allie today. Okay, that's the promo code. I changed it. I typed it.
How about ever? Because it's not happening. If anyone was going to have that opportunity, of course, it would be bestowed upon the host of this broadcast, which is, of course, I myself. I'm too humble to accept the offer, and the offer hasn't been made, and I didn't ask because Jeffrey and the woman seem very happy. So, Brian O'Shea, no banging Allie ever, I think, is a better promo code in your case.
Yeah. Okay. The promo code is the official one. I keep changing it. I keep having to hit backspace. Okay. I'm typing it in and I'm hitting enter. No banging Allie ever. That's 4, right? No banging. Yeah. Okay. No banging Allie ever. That's promo code for 20% off for that used condom. All right. Thank you, guys.
There's going to be another promo code. Restraining order for O'Shea. That's going to be tomorrow's promo code.
Yeah. I apologize. I'm retaining semen. I took it too far, Jeff and Allie, and I
don't know about that intention, man, but okay.
Retention might be getting to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
I can't do that. It just like leaks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave a little.
Yeah.
Especially if you're wearing that corporate khakis and you just got a nice little stain there all day. I know what you're talking about, buddy.
Yeah. It's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy to. All right, I'm gonna pull back. I just can't help myself.
Yeah, pull back and pull out, Brian O'Shea.
I never pull out. How dare you tell me to pull out? If that semen's not in me, it's going to be in someone else. You're going to goddamn well guarantee that. Someone else is getting the benefits of it. It's not going on the fucking ground, on their belly, whatever. You fucking out of your mind?
He'd never spit it out on the ground.
Fucking meat.
Yeah, no, just go ahead and let the silence wash over Luke, because he just keeps making additional comments, like additional shots from the grassy knoll. He's a broadcast assassin. So just go ahead when he does those additional shots, and you see everyone's head go back and to the left, like the famous Zapruder film. Just let the silence wash over the room. That's a good learning tool for broadcasting.
Yeah, well, I got to get out of here, guys. I'm going to start taking up my materials. I got to transfer to the dark parking lot, so I'm going to look fucking bad in front of Allie in my car, my dark van, my dark creep mobile.
All right, stay away from schoolyards, Brian O'Shea, if you will, please.
Yeah, I will. Dan's just looking at me like he wants to kill me. Is that Dan of the Lamb?
Yeah, I'm just lost, man. Like I don't fucking get any of it.
He doesn't get any of this. What's happening here, man? And you know, this is a common theme. Jeffrey, what were your thoughts on what went down here tonight?
What?
It's fascinating. Great stuff.
Riveting.
Oh, who'd you ask, Jeff or Dan?
Jeffrey.
Oh, my bad.
What was the question?
What were your thoughts on what went down here tonight? Good, bad, fascinating, interesting, shocking, appalling, all the things?
It was funny, entertaining. I'm not sure riveting, but yeah, it's cool.
Riveting for her pleasure. It's like riveting.
You doing a survey?
Yeah. I'm trying to get some feedback from the participants.
I need to continue watching. The week hasn't been long enough. I'm not really like, I'm just kind of figuring out what's going on. I entered, like when I entered when you guys were talking to that kid from East LA, it was just like the weirdest time to enter. And I was like, and that dude, like, he was responding to me when I asked him questions, but he was like ignoring you guys and he was just like babbling away. And I was like, what in the fuck did I just stumble into? Like, what is Paul doing online with this weird shit? And I was trying to figure it out.
He's doing massive work.
Yeah. So we guys like trying to convert him away from being a statist or like out of the military.
Is he talking about Talcott?
Well, yeah, we're trying to get all slaves to understand that they're free to be slaves, but the fact that they're willing to be slaves makes it harder on the rest of us.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it runs the gamut over here, but ultimately this broadcast has been compared to a holding tank at Rikers Island. So that's kind of what we're going for.
Okay.
It's a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of fighting, a little bit of fucking, a little bit of spiritual enlightenment. Of course, I'm not involved in most of that. I just kind of hang out and facilitate.
Well, you bring that feminine spark with you too, so you know that kind of helps you fit right in. You know, despite Brochet over here, him and his, I hate you, fucking Brochet. I hate you.
I hate you too. I hate you too.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, dumbass. You too. Dumb fuck.
So anyway, yeah, back to the statistics. You'll fit right in.
Yeah, I mean, again, like in the holding tank at Rikers, sometime you might see someone get penetrated. You know, you might see a whole bunch of things. There might be like someone finding God there.
That's what I call really fitting in.
Yeah. So it's all the things, right? Depending on where we're at and what's going on and who comes up and It's a chaotic experiment. It's a life experiment. It's what it's become.
Interesting.
An example
Very
of why we're
interesting.
enslaved a lot of the time, if I may say so.
Yeah, and we get a lot of different examples. So it's not just one thing that we're pinpointing. We're finding all kinds of things that have people tied up into slavery. And so when they loose one tie, they find out they still got 9 others tying them up. It's that squid thing, you know, they find out there's 10 tentacles they're all wrapped up in. So it's not as easy as they thought.
It's funny. Just today, I did an interview with a guy, and and he, oh geez, how do I even explain that story? Is a guy that I just know online and have known a while. He actually connected a lot of dots with like veganism and the state and subsidies and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we were just supposed to do a chat, and he was like really upset at me. And then he just got talking, and it turned into another like Justin Padini type thing where I just kind of sat back and let the dude talk, and it was very similar to Justin, but it felt like I was talking to an AI, but they were randomly throwing in like voluntarism, you know, agorism, you know, like just throwing in like our like rhetoric here and there. But it's like a dude I've known who's supposed to be a truther, but then he was trying to sell me on he's a petitioner for the state. And I've always kind of busted him on it. I'm like, don't you like you talk all this shit about libertarianism and anarchism?
Oh, they're all full of shit. They're all full of shit.
Yeah.
They're all fucking
But you have a
forms of
job,
status.
you're paying taxes, and you're trying to recruit people into this job, but you're, you know, and so I guess that struck a nerve when I pointed that out to him a couple of years ago. And so I streamed with him today, and he was just like raging on me, and I was like, whoa, bro, like making all these assumptions. And I'm like, oh, so you're not a real anarchist, are you? Like you're just
Hey, are you
you're like
aware
a fan
of
of anarchism or fan of anarchists?
Yeah, that's a fanarchist. I've dubbed it a fanarchist. They get on social media and everywhere talking about how they're for rights and freedoms, but then they're like following all the policies, you know, not standing for rights and freedoms, not like holding themselves accountable,
not meeting
with
up and
these
talking about
interactions.
it productively, you know.
So, are you familiar with Zachary Hubbard?
Zach Hubbard. The only Hubbard I know is my buddy Tyson Hubbard, and he's like L. Ron Hubbard's grandson.
Yeah, forget it. He's not even worth knowing about. You're right. He's some number counter in the truth movement. I had an interaction with him. Rob Cleveland always he seems to like it. He shares it from time to time. You should go check that out. He's one of these truth movement number counters. Came on here, came into my cage with me, tried to act up and talk down to me, and had to give him the business.
No, that's what this guy did. He was like, he just kept like dismissing me, and he didn't let me talk for 40 minutes. And then finally I was like, 3 times you've said you wanted to hear my opinion, and over this last 40 minutes, I just sat here quiet, you know, and the dude just like kept talking over me, and I was like, holy crap, like you're so nice online. Like what happened? You know, like
yeah, you got to see. That's why I'm urging you, go watch this video. You'll see how to vanquish these demons and snakes.
Yeah.
You got to get right to it. Call him right out for being
you
a
did a good
cowardly.
job with Justin, that's for sure.
That's why I'm such a chick online. That way, when you get to me in private, I'm much better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're all assholes online for sure. But it's funny when they're super nice and then face to face they're an asshole. You're like, wait a minute. But yeah. So yeah, Jake Lee, you know, showed me your channel, and he was like, you know, I talked to this guy, and then he sent me the video you did with Justin, and I was just like, everything you said to Justin, I've said to Justin for 2 years, and you know, I was like trying to help the guy, and then Justin had me look at this property that he bought sight unseen out in Arizona, and I made a video about it. I don't know if you guys know Larkin Rose, but he was.
When did he do that? That's interesting, because I went.
Did you watch that video? You never watched that video?
I don't watch anything, but I'm asking you when did he get that property? Because I was out in Arizona.
Out. You want to hear this story? Because it's a pretty good story. My video is an hour and a half, so it's a long story, but I could cut it down really short. So Justin's been hitting me up for a long time, like about this property. He's like, oh, me and Mark Passio and Larkin Rose and Daryl Hutchins and
it's like
all
a
these
gay
guys.
bathhouse of like fanarchists.
Yeah. So we're all gonna put money in together and we're gonna buy some land in Mexico. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like that sounds like a nightmare to me.
In Mexico now, you're saying, or on Mexico?
It was in Mexico.
No, on Mexico. Is it inside of an exotic dancer named Mexico, or is it on the land?
No, Mexico, like Tijuana.
They're doing that Santos Bonacci thing.
Yeah, everyone's running away from America to Mexico, where it's so much more freer.
Yeah, right. No, that's what I told them. I'm all, I don't know. They don't let you have guns there, bro. Like, so
unless you're running
and
kilos.
I was like, and there's no way I'd ever want to live with Larkin Rose. You know, no offense to Larkin Rose, but I know the dude's personality, and I'm just like, no fucking way. And I know that
these folks are all insufferable. These folks are all insufferable,
especially to be in proximity around. Like, it's been bad. Like I worked with Luke Radowski and Adam Kokesh, and those dudes are both fucking nuts. And you know, like all these people. So anyway,
Mark Passio's decent. The only gripe, I had someone reach out to me from the One Great Work Network that Justin Padini's a part of.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
hating.
the only weird thing about Passio.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, well, Justin paid him a bunch of money.
Okay, well then that makes sense. So there's always a because again, there's no other reason.
Yeah, there's no other reason.
For folks who don't understand this whole thing, I'm not big on all this politics. I've just seen a lot of this on the media there, and they're always talking about this, and everybody's got a cause and a group.
Yeah, well, so
Passio's decent. Passio's decent, right?
About this property. Then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I bought some property," and I'm like, "Where? Holy crap!" And he's in Arizona, and I'm like, "You bought property in Arizona? Like how much?" And he's like, "Oh, 30 acres. We're all gonna go live there." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, and I'm like, have you been there?" And he's like, "No, I just bought it." And I'm like, "You bought a piece of property, a 30-acre piece of property in Arizona, sight unseen. You just bought it." And he's all, "Yeah, Larkin Rose told me to buy it, so I bought it. Everything's going to be cool. We're all going to go live there." And I'm like, I don't know, dude. That's
why he blocked you, right? Because you came out telling everybody that he got scammed?
Yeah. That's what the video is, basically. But in the end, it's like, basically, there's no reason Larkin Rose would ever talk to Justin Padini if Justin Padini wasn't giving him money. And I know Justin Padini's giving him money because he's told me, but it's the same thing with Passio. They would never hang out with that dude in a million years if Justin wasn't giving him money.
But then
Justin
he goes
to events and just walks around and hands out $100 bills to like whoever has a YouTube channel. Like he's all about.
But then he calls me an asshole when I tell him the truth, and I go, "Bro, you don't get it. I'm the one being real and telling you truth. These folks are using you because you want what you think they have."
Like 1,000 people told him that. They were like, "Dude, you need to listen to your friend Jeffrey. Like he's the only friend you have right now. Like literally." And he just fucked that. Like fucking just took Larkin's side because Larkin's bigger than me. Like and like it's like
everybody's in a hierarchy. So these folks are like achieve some kind of status. But this is the thing, right? What you find out is when you meet at these, I don't go to them. But folks tell me when they go to these like events that everyone shows up with license, registration, insurance, plates, all the slavery, and then they want to talk about how they're anarchists. Yet they follow policy and code everywhere in their life. So I'm just kind of confused. Yeah. And then when they having to go to court, they call up for like I had anarchist folks who claim to be anarchists. "Oh, what the fuck do we need to know anything you know for?" I go, "Okay." As soon as they get a ticket for anything. Right? Anything, some kind of traffic infraction. They're then calling me up. "How do I deal with these tickets in court?" I go, "I thought you were an anarchist."
Yeah.
Well, no, but I'm saying like whether you're going to deal with a lawful process or not, anarchist doesn't concern himself with that. He said, "No masters, no slaves." So I don't even need to address it. Yeah. Right? So everyone's an anarchist till it's time to get a ticket and deal with the fucking courts.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, all these events are pretty silly anyway. It's all crazy infield baseball.
It's all nonsense.
Really
it's all
anything done.
Is Brian O'Shea still here? I want to keep this.
No, I think he left.
Keep this. No, he's up there, but his screen is off. I want to keep this lovely woman, very beautiful woman, away from Brian O'Shea because he's on a roll tonight.
Good to see you again, Brielle.
Hey
And I'm
guys.
keeping her away from Rob Cleveland as well
Is
because
this the
he's
most girls you've had on a show?
two.
Who
Yes,
you calling a
two.
girl?
This is a woman. This is a woman, sir. A future
patriot
possible
wife.
patriot. Yeah, possible patriot wife. We never know. We're all open here. Very
Brian was
open
killing
panel.
it tonight. Brian, I was crying. I thought he was killing it. Man, best performance ever. Thank you, Brian.
Who's talking? Where am I at? Who is this? Holy shit! Oh, another one.
Oh, no.
no.
Another one. You see, he talks about women as if they're fish, right? As if they're fish. And we got another one here on the line. Yeah, Brian O'Shea. Go ahead, work your magic. Brielle, your dreamboat has docked. A one Brian O'Shea. Let me introduce to you. Go ahead. Let's start wrapping up too, because I know that. See, I put the pictures out subconsciously. All the beautiful women start showing up because they want to be a part of the Unslaved Mansion party, where some very, very unspeakable things, debaucherous things go on. Can't even be talked about.
What section
Mostly
of the
me.
US are you in?
Go ahead. Brian O'Shea's chomping at the bit. He can't even contain himself. Go ahead, please.
What region of the US are you in?
The Olympic Northwest.
Brian O'Shea has no idea what that means. He's now thinking of marathons, racing, pole vaulting.
Hey, hey, Allie, you bike, you ride? That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. My brother and I, we rode across the country. Well, this land mass that we're a part of. I don't want to say the wrong thing about it, but yeah, from New York, upstate New York to across the Rockies, over the Rockies.
Whoa. How long did it take?
One summer. It was a good pace. Nice, slow and steady. Yeah.
So I want to call your attention to this, Brian O'Shea, because sometime what we do up here is we workshop your dating techniques and lifestyle. What you'll notice is when there's a creepy guy or creepy guys in the room and there's two women in the room, they'll immediately start talking to each other as if no one else is in the room. And it's to give you a subtle hint that they don't want to talk to you. Right? So you may or may not have picked up on what she did there. Completely acted like you didn't exist, went over, talked to the only other woman in the room because you, again, were like asking her where she lives specifically. And then she told you the Olympic Northwest. And, of course, you had no idea what that meant. So she knows right away someone she doesn't want to breed with, right?
No, I just couldn't help but notice the helmet. You know, it's kind of a signature look, Allie.
My first year cycling, Allie drugged me across Texas on a bike. It was crazy.
All right,
you gotta
Brielle.
wear the helmet though when you're riding. I was living in New York City. I got doored twice. You gotta be, yeah, out of nowhere.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Our lives.
Brielle, are you aware that I'm retaining semen?
Yes, very aware.
Are you aware that you're beautiful?
Well, I guess could be an opinion.
Are you aware that I'm being tortured right now?
No, it's a choice, man. You're fine. You'll be all right.
All right.
So do you suggest that Miss Brielle maybe next time she comes on wear some type of a hijab or some type of covering in order for you to not be so worked up?
Mm-hmm.
Very reminiscent of the Islamic culture.
How come every time a woman comes on, you guys go straight to let's talk about love? Like it's like a dating show. For the dudes, you guys talk about whatever, but as soon as a woman comes on, let's talk about
relationships.
Oh, they do this with the men too. That's the thing that's sort of concerning. Brian O'Shea again. Yeah, Brian O'Shea not really playing favorites. He kind of just anyone he's attracted to just kind of goes right at him.
Can you guess where Brian's right hand is and his left middle finger?
All right.
Blue, please.
Put him in the back.
This is how folks get brought up on charges. And by folks, I mean I. Because no one knows who you are. No one cares. They can't find that hovel you live in. That enclosure that you come, that dark and dank basement. No one's going to find that. But everyone knows who I am and where I am. So they'll come and get me. And I'll have to be accountable for your misdeeds. So
Just
please,
because of where Brian O'Shea's hand is and his left middle finger?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put you in the back now. I think for your own good, for everyone's safety.
I've got a friend I'd
ahead.
really love to bring up. She's dealing with the land trust, Jefferson County. Now you all know right where to find me with the van, O'Shea. But so she's had this property. She owns it, and they're all around her. It's like a mobile home community, and they're coming now. They're bringing an attorney, and they're basically just acting like mafia, coming to her. She's like on the one last little lot. And they're trying to come up for conservation, but then they're purchasing all this. Is spent. If you look up online on the courthouse, there's been 4,000 transactions with the land trust. They're clear cutting it. They're purchasing all this land around here and clear cutting it. And my friend, like, I really want to help her. I've been telling her about this, like, try to get her up to come and talk to you. I don't know what to really do. I was thinking about helping, like, or just showing up and being there when these people are coming to talk to her, but it's serious mafia going on around here with the land.
I mean, I suspect that it all goes back to the paperwork and what folks are claiming on paper.
Yeah.
And then they're being basically pushed out legally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you'd have to get the paperwork and go into that. 2 hours and 43 minutes in is probably not the best time. I mean, Wizard, if you want to kind of comment on this. Brian O'Shea, are you okay up there? Are you frozen?
No, I was just Googling Jefferson County, Olympic Northwest.
Okay, well, Brian O'Shea, please, this is why I was going to tell Brielle that her and this other woman, I urge all of them to immediately contact with me privately so we can all get on the land together. And create some type of compound that is completely unlike whatever David Koresh was involved in. Of course, Brian O'Shea is my groundskeeper, but stay far away from him for obvious reasons. He will help with certain duties around the land, but he can't be trusted because, again, retaining semen and very not in control of his own faculty. So
stay far away from Rob Cleveland, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, stay away from Rob Cleveland. He's known to smoke the reefer, and these African Americans are all known pretty much for tearing white women's vaginas. And I'm quoting Harry Anslinger. Okay, this is not my words and my beliefs. I'm quoting the great Harry Anslinger, one of the policy enforcers who originally got the marijuana made illegal. He said he's tired of these African Americans smoking reefer and copulating with these white women. Something must be done. So, of course, marijuana was made illegal. So, good stuff there. Keeping everybody safe, of course. So, yeah, just some things to know and be aware of. There he is, Rob Cleveland, of course. So, yeah, I mean, let's start wrapping up, folks. Brielle, you could come back. Like I said, less Wizard. Wizard is looking a little bit sleepy up there. He's resting. He's up. He's down. Wizard. Go into this tomorrow. The woman's talking about land trust, patents, things of this nature. We're going to go over it tomorrow, I suspect.
All right. Well, the most important thing to remember is, and you mentioned it yourself, they were talking about conservation.
Yeah.
All land has a conservation easement. And like I've said before, in their own codes, they describe animal includes man. Therefore, man is included in that conservation easement, which is the Environmental Protection Act in protecting wildlife and fisheries. Their ultimate priority duty is protection of the life over the person. So I imagine they're trying to remove her from her property, which would make her homeless.
Yes. There you go. Wizard. Thank you.
Is it more important to violate the conservation easement and make this woman homeless for your monetary profit, or is that too much of a violation for this community good thing that you've got going? Because it doesn't seem like it's to the community's good to dismiss or displace members of the community that are dependent upon it.
Yeah.
That's basically.
This all goes back to the letter of the law versus the spirit of the law. These folks want to play the letter of the law game and then ignore the spirit of the law when loss, injury, and harm is caused to the men and women of the same community they're trying to protect. So, yeah, there has to be, I guess, some invocation of the spirit of the law rather than everybody being inclined to follow the letter of the written down codifications. But it's always kind of the same deal, it would seem to me. Someone somewhere is claiming they're going to harm you for everybody's safety, and then you have to draw everyone's attention to the fact that it doesn't quite make much sense.
Right. And everybody's light bulb turned on when I said that, didn't it? Everybody was clear that doesn't make sense to kick somebody else or somebody out and endanger their life by making them homeless while enforcing a conservation easement.
Little common sense there.
Yep.
Are you still wearing enough layers to insulate Alaska? That's why you need the new and improved bearskin hoodie. Layers to insulate Alaska. That's why you need the new and improved bearskin hoodie.
Interesting stuff, Tim.
That's why you need the new.
Wasn't there a law passed a couple of years ago? Maybe Wizard, that makes it you can't fine someone in the process of being homeless. Because in California, we have all these RVs parked along PCH, and there's all these signs saying you can't park there, but they do, and the police allow them because there's this law that stop.
Yeah, we just lost you.
It's quite the opposite I've experienced. There's a lot of legal legislation that basically criminalizes homelessness.
Yes, all over the place. And this is, I urge everybody to do a little bit of research on a thing called the 5 Mile Act. The 5 Mile Act. As I've said many times, this government that is running this supposed country is a corporate entity. It is not a true government. It is a corporation, and is provided by a military body politic. That's how this system is set up. You have no real government. You have a republic if you can keep it, and people lost that republic as soon as they designed it. It never went into effect because people didn't know what the republic really meant. The republic means that you have to be the government. You can't let some other people become a governing body and get paid for it. Our founding forefathers did that governing body without getting paid. They did their own job, their own daily work through all the different realms that they worked in. And then they met up after hours to do the governing, and they never got a dime for it. This is the product that we have from a corporate government, is that it's going to cost you dearly if you believe in it. When you realize what it is for what it is, and you don't buy into it, it's only because you have to recognize your own power, and you all have it. You all have your own power to do everything they do. You can learn it in education, in the public education system. You can do it through further education of your own. You can do it through gatherings like this. We don't learn about the law through going to law school and then coming here to gather and share. We learn about it by coming here and sharing from our personal experiences, and we are able to discern the law for what it is because of our own real experiences. We see the differences in each and every truth that we have. And that's the important part. See, these guys go to these law schools, and they actually go in, and it's a theatrical play. They literally play out court cases as if though it's a play. That's how they practice at this shit. And that's all it is to all of them. And they are concerned with the case law only. And again, like Paul said, it has nothing to do with the spirit of the law. Case law has to do with the black letter law, which is your legislative codes that they agreed to set a statutory fine. That's what that's relative to, and that's the bonding amount. Otherwise, it still has no standing if it has no morals behind it. So without the morals, then there's no fine. That's what they want to skip. They don't want to. They got everybody off in this hunt for finding out what's morally right when you should already know it. I mean, really.
So
I know it's not morally right to go running up on people with the shovel, acting like I'm going to knock them out. That's just that right. And so others should expect it, that when they come running up on me with the shovel like they're going to knock me out, if I'm capable of it, I'm going to take that shovel. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to show you what knocking out is all about. That's called the fear of God, because you're an image and likeness. And you better expect I can do the same goddamn thing. You come up planning on putting my lights out, you better believe I can do the same thing. You better have the fear of God in you. And that's not the fear of me. It's the fear of the power I have. And y'all have the same power in everything you do. There's so many times I get stuff in the mail, and my companion is so happy for it now, because she used to worry all the time about these credit collections and stuff. And I just write on them and send them back. These people are getting tired of it because I know the law well enough that they can't do anything. I've got a sign on my front door. It's just black and white. That's all it is. I got a sign on the post office, on the postal box. It says, "You will now hand deliver all mail." It's an amendment to your contract, because I'm tired of my shit missing. I ordered $350 worth of silver and it comes up missing. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to make sure I get my packages, not just set them on top because they doesn't fit in the fucking box. If it doesn't fit in the box, you're supposed to contact the customer. If customer doesn't answer, you're supposed to give them a slip. Well, they like to find it convenient and just leave it on top. Oh, he'll get it when he gets home later. That leaves it right out there in the open for thieves. Now you're liable. This prevents that liability. Just bring it to my door. If nobody answers, you follow your job and get that yellow slip out. Leave it for me so I can come get it. Otherwise, you're failing your job. And that's important. We talked about that earlier. Learn the tongues. Learn their rules and codes and stuff, so you know what they're responsible for. That way you can hold them to it. You're supposed to be the government. You're supposed to know what their job is, because you're the one supposed to be assigning them that job. If you want a president, you better know what a president's supposed to be doing, and not just living up in your life, not expecting, not knowing what a president's supposed to do and expect that he's going to do something for you. If you can't even tell him what he's supposed to do. See, if you're president for me, you damn well better keep the fucking leeches off my motherfucking back. And we don't have a single motherfucking president in this history that's done that. Not one. You show me one. You show me one. Because it's not on them. It's on you. Like we said earlier, it's my responsibility. I'm the one that's supposed to repent. And so with that, I did. And with repentance, you don't turn around and start doing the same shit you did before. That's fucking Catholics. You do that every fucking 7 days. Go to fucking church, act like you repent, and then go fucking sin the other 6 days, because you know at the end of the 6 days, you're going to go back to that church and act like you repented again, and everybody else around you is going to pat you on the back, expecting you to pat them on the back too. Or you take your pats on the back and shove it up your ass, because I ain't expecting that. I'm expecting truth and nothing less. I'm tired of the pats on the back filled with lies. So the basic reality of it all is coming together, not just in the communication, but being real with each other and knowing that I'm just as responsible for all of this as everybody else. I got to quit blaming the police for pulling me over. I got to quit blaming Moose for bringing me onto this show. I got to quit blaming Gimp for being such a prick. You know, I got to quit finding excuses and just stand up and do what I'm supposed to do. And I found in the last 6 years, that's the best thing I've ever done. I've had more experiences in my life in the last 6 years that have told me that everything in my life that I've wanted to do is true, in fact, correct, because that's what I'm doing now. You ain't my daddy. If that's not what I believe it is, I'm going to point it out to you, and we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about it. And so when it comes to this gal down here and wants to tell me, yeah, she's willing to violate my living soul, in a doctor's office. Yeah, we got big problems with that. We're going straight to the Iowa Medical Society. We don't like playing those kind of games, so we communicate directly. We don't hide behind some words or anything. We let them know, hey, I'm deeply offended by that. This woman stood there, and I asked her if she was a Christian. She said, yeah. And I would expect most people would expect, yeah, that's a good, reasonable question to ask somebody. And then I asked her if she knew her scripture. She said, yeah. And so I asked her if she knew Genesis 2:7 and repeated the verse. And she said, yeah. And I said, so you're standing there telling me you're willing to violate my living soul? And almost with a grin and a giggle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She said, yes. I was astounded, and I asked her that same question again, a little bit louder so everybody in the room could hear.
Yep.
And it's just, I have no other recourse but to be the bastard that I am. Because again, like I said, 50 years, nobody in my fucking life, all the people in my life saying they love me for this and love me for that and love me for this. If they did know, they never told me. And if there are that many people in my life, 50 years of age, and nobody knew, that's a damn good hiding. And come to find out, that's exactly what it is. We've all been taken. We've all been induced into believing shit that isn't real. We've all been.
What happens when you go so far? I mean, for me, it's sometimes gets a little bit. Well, it's really scary because you can find Christ and walk with Christ, and then sometimes, what if that's the story? It's like you say, it's a book. The Bible's a book, and I just have relied so heavily on that in my life and with the kids, and I know it's good, but sometimes I feel I don't have the capacity to understand. I don't have the ability to understand what's really going on. Right? It's really fucking freaky.
Well, it's not a matter of realizing what's going on. It's a matter of just knowing what's right and wrong. So that every step that you take, you know what's before you because you've been there before.
Yeah.
None of us are experiencing anything in our life today that we didn't experience the day that we were born. It's just that we grow with the different perspectives that we learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been walking that walk. That's good. I had a similar experience with the hospital with the kids because I haven't masked that. They never wore a mask the whole time. My kids are all home born. I have 4, all home natural births. No vaccinations. I homeschool.
Yeah, you sound like an extremist.
Yeah.
You sound like one of them extremists.
One of them activists.
So my daughter, she decided she could fly. She jumped off the deck and she ended up breaking her foot. They took an x-ray. We went in, no masks. They took an x-ray. Well, she's a hairline fracture and she needs to have crutches for a month and a brace and all this. So we went back in to check up to do another x-ray to see how it was healing, and we go in for the podiatrist and they say, well, y'all can't come in here without a mask. All the kids need to be masked. I'm like, 2 times we went in, we got the x-rays, we've been in the building all day, but we can't go in this little room unless it was like, okay, well, thanks for we'll be on our way. We ended up getting an appointment with another doctor. We've been praying over my daughter. She was praying over her leg all the time, praying. The podiatrist where we went, we didn't have to mask up and whatnot. He looked at both the x-rays. There was no break. There was never a break. It's all like fucking such a show. The whole thing is such a show just to get you to stand there and let them break you. And it was a good moment to stand and say, nope, I do not accept your offer and we'll be on our way, But these things with the law,
yeah, see, that's what's been a benefit to me all along the way.
Basically, you can't find someone in the process of being homeowners.
Who's that?
Within California, we have all these RVs parked along the PCH, and there's all these signs saying you can't park there, but they do, and the police allow them because there's this law that stop.
Somebody's playing back from earlier.
We just watched it.
Who's bottom right?
It's quite the opposite. I've experienced. There's a lot of legal legislation that basically criminal
playing himself.
No, it's the other guy, Jeff.
All over the place.
Who's bottom right?
Dan on the land.
Oh, Dan. Dan on the land.
It's Dan? Oh, it's Dan, man. Fucking Dan.
So now I lost where I was at.
You're talking about Blake?
Is running this.
You're talking about the break. You guys were at the point where she had that hairline fracture with the doctors, and and Brielle is your name. You're the yoga girl donations. Oh yeah. All right. Anyways, you guys were.
Oh yeah. I mean.
Whoa. You guys.
Oh yeah. What?
No, she was doing the sky splits. She was the one doing the sky split yoga pose. And
that turns you on, huh, Brian O'Shea? That gets your juices flowing?
No, not at all. Anyways, you guys were at the point where the kid had the hairline fracture, and she was at the doctor's office, and then Dan started clicking in with his bullshit. I don't know. I was trying to help Wizard with his memory where they were at.
No, we just left. We stood our ground. I stood my ground, and we left and didn't put masks on the children after 2 years with this, clown.
Yeah.
So nonsense.
And every time I run across a situation like that, it gives a little bit more empowerment.
Right.
You may not have a direct success at this point in time, like this last time. She threatened to call the police, and whether she called the police or not, I don't know. I don't care. Because by the time the police even got there, we were gone with our Uber ride. We just weren't going to wait it outside. We waited inside while they stood right there and watched. And then when the Uber ride got there, we went out and left. Well, the police never showed up at the door, so fuck them, But at the same time, it was me and my companion, and we had to stand there and listen to that shit. And that helps empower my relationship with my companion as well, because now she sees it. And she sees why I push this shit.
Yeah.
Thank God for her. She was the one that went through that trial with me 6 years ago and had the nerve to sit there and record it all. None of my friends wanted to.
That's what I'm thinking about recording for my friend Jeannie in her place. They're coming up with the land trust and they're bringing an attorney, and I just want to be there with the phone. I mean, I would like live broadcast with Polly. I mean, if I would, I feel like she just, I want to help her, and it's not my forte, the stuff you guys do with the law stuff. It's
I mean, again, this is part of the problem, right? I do the whole ego, grandiose mocking of how we all are, but there's a space inside of all of us where, again, women need men in their lives who they can co-create it with and count on to perform these functions. This is part of the problem in our modern day society, is we have now women who are having to go out in the streets, who have children, and essentially go to war because they don't have any fucking brothers or cousins or men that they're copulating with who are willing to fucking stand on truth and what's right and speak it and live it and do it on fucking camera for the world to see, if nothing else, as evidence of what we're dealing with and how we need to solve this problem. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of talk about this constantly, these inauthentic corporate males, and that's a big reason why we're involved in this. Every single woman I meet has a child with some inauthentic corporate male who's a walking paycheck but won't fucking interact with the children or stand for anything, has no principles or real value systems. It's like, this is like the new theme I'm seeing everywhere. It's fucking sickening, and then these folks wonder why we're going deeper and deeper, because we're not even performing functions that animals are performing. We've completely been supernaturally disconnected.
Yeah, I wish the inauthentic corporate male that's the father of my 4 children was paying at least anything.
Oh no, yeah, that's the upshot. Like, that's if you're, yeah, that's if you're lucky. You're getting if you're lucky, you're getting a check every month. If not, then you get no interaction and then no payment and then no man there that like sees value in just standing for what's true. It's like, I don't have to be, oddly enough, having sex with a woman. Like, you know, like, let's say like we have different interactions, we have connections, we move on, we do our thing. Like, what happened to the community idea of, hey, I may have one time been with this woman, I'm not any longer, but like she's having this issue. Should we not, you know, come forward with this response or resolution? But no, everything is infatuated. And this is, again, they're going to say that I'm pushing a David Koresh sex cult, like Gimp said earlier. This is part of the problem with monogamy, is that you have a man and a woman paired up in a home with children. And when the man leaves, you have a gap that has to be filled by one other man, and you're in this cycle, right? Now you have no relationships of men who are in the community. We go back to the village. Nobody was competing over each other, who they were going to pair up with and stay for life. Everybody's co-creating and connecting, and they're looking after the life that comes forth, and everybody's sort of united in purpose and meaning and co-creation on all levels, including sexual activity. You know, but again, this is part of the civilized modern day culture where the violence and porn and all of it is in our face and constantly in our subconscious, because archetypally, we were never, as far as I'm concerned, what I've researched, never meant to live like this. That's why 95 or 90% of marriages end in divorce. And usually it's because of one or both parties cheating. So, you know, that's at least one of the reasons. All right. So, I mean, again, I see this every day, men who have issues in their marriage because they just can't be honest with themselves and their woman about what their genitals are up to. And they're not allowed to be honest because a woman's going to shame them and make them feel some kind of way. And we're never allowed to have a conversation about what a supernatural man and woman looks like as a creature, separate from what we want and don't want to be true. I'm hearing some feedback now.
That's some Jesse Lee Peterson shit, man. You think women don't get put on another level for, you know, their sexuality? Damned if they do, damned if they don't, sort of thing.
Society and culture says and does that, but women are not responsible and accountable for what society and ignorant folks say. I mean, what is, again, everybody's getting this trip, whether they're a man or woman. Do women get it worse and get slut shamed, and a man get the whole pimping player rap? I guess. But ultimately, none of us can have authentic conversations about sexuality and relationships and co-creation, it would seem, with our partner, because, again, monogamy is the order of the day.
There's a big difference between a pimp and player and a slut. So,
like I'm saying is that there may be a disparity in the cultural rap, but what's the difference anyway? It's a cultural rap. I mean, there are plenty of women who understand, you know, honoring their body and co-creating, you know, and enjoying sexuality and just doing it with someone they respect. They're not guilty and shameful for it. But yeah, I agree. Most women are guilty and shameful when it comes to sexuality because they've been taught that that means that they're a slut or a hoe because they have a sex drive and want to experience certain things. And also they've been taught by the men directly they can't do that. Because when women go to giving it up to a man, he gets it and then goes to acting different. So men do that. Men set the reason and the trends for a lot of the ways women act, right? Because they're like, we're like children who need a mama, right? We can't be given that up front, you know, or that easily, or whatever the terms are, because then we're going to go to changing how we are and how we co-create. Either way, it always winds up the same way, like this woman says. Man can't be trusted to stand on rights and freedom and principles, has no real value system to communicate to the women and lead himself and the women and children. And yeah, I mean, there's a form of leadership role there. I think we're spiritually equal, but on some level, yeah, a man objectively is supposed to have logic and purpose to override a lot of these feelings at times. Not that there's not a place for emotion, but I think what we're seeing right now, even in a lot of the men, is overly emotional beings. Right? Who think that their emotions matter more than what's objectively true and logical and beneficial to the whole. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of dynamics here we could break down that I just have seen in relationships where, you know, a woman will come to their man and test him, whether she knows she's doing it or not, whether he knows or not. And then if he fails, from that time on, she knows it ain't going to work. even if it's intuitively. She already knows this motherfucker's not worth breeding with, because women are selective like that genetically, you know? So they already know, like, this dude is not. And then that's when you get the syndrome of they wake up one day, look over and go, why am I here? I'm leaving. Right. And then they go, well, what happened? You know, it finally dawned on her, the archetypal connection to the genetic, that this guy's not worth breeding, mating with, even being around, because he's not going to secure the future destiny of the race. That's why a lot of these inauthentic corporate males get pissed off when Paulie comes out of his washroom closet with a big stomach, goes to some of these events, goes to hugging their wife, and they start getting excited. Because archetypally, they can't get away from who and what we are, and that pisses them off. They got the car, they got the career, they got all the shit that's supposed to make them a man, but they don't have that je ne sais quoi, Gimp, right? They don't have that certain something, that essence, that essential beingness. So, I mean, there's nothing that's going to turn a real woman on more than a man's essential beingness. I don't care how many cars and fucking Fiat and all the other bullshit, you know? But again, that's the difference between a real woman and one of these modern day Jezebel harlots who's after the bag and the cash app, right? Because that's what she's been taught value is. But that's what the men taught her, right? Men taught her by showing her in her face all day, look at my shoes, look at my suit, look at my car, look at my house, baby. So that's what the value you put out, that's the value you get back. That's how they see you, right?
And so many people out there being fake, that's all anybody ever sees, so nobody really sees what's real. That's sad.
Well, you take away all the shit that men show, and most of the time there's nothing redeemable there. Like I said, there's no quality there that a woman would want to breed and mate with to carry on with the race. Nothing there.
I wouldn't want to mate
exactly
with me.
The way the state wants to fashion us. A walking paycheck.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mate with me. I was a bastard my whole time, my entire life. No way.
All right, let's start wrapping up, folks. We're an hour and 15 minutes over here. We got Vava Fungui. I'm sure this will be
just in
good.
time.
Oh, it's Bochet. He's probably been drinking. It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It is, of course, Friday night. Bochet and Egg kicking back, coming on with an alter ego. He's in the dark. Another guy who walks around in a dark house.
What, I got to keep lights on throughout the whole house? There's lighting on in here.
You're definitely that guy who yells at the door, turn the lights off. You ain't paying for the lights. Turn them off every time she turns the light on. I know you're yelling at her. Then you want her to hug and kiss her.
You're pretty close. Hey, I just get it out, man. I don't stay angry long like most women I know. Days and days of anger.
Brielle, you'll understand there's a lot of heartbreak and resentment and guilt, a lot of twisted emotions in these men when they come up here. Of course, I use the word men loosely.
Well, now I understand the drama from this morning's stream.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
Yeah, so got to watch out on the dance floor with those moves, Paulie, you know, with the I mean,
what about me dancing in the morning?
No, with the fellow that was on this morning that really having a hard time, I guess.
Oh, the Mr. Gimp there.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah.
Men, very circular. It's just round and round. And I think that really answers like Jeff's question, Jeff and Allie, who were on in the beginning of this stream, about what's the show all about. Like, what I see is people really getting put, like, it's nerve-wracking to come up because a light can get shot. We can grow here. This is a space. I think it's like the space on YouTube where people can be now crucify me. I don't have the words, but to be crucified. Maybe that's it.
To be challenged.
I don't know. I just find it a little odd that Gimp is on camera and he's very chill, very relaxed. But when he's not on camera, he's very uppity, very fiery.
I didn't have access to a camera earlier. I didn't have service on my phone. I had to use my computer. So.
Yeah, but that's not the point that he just brought out.
Your demeanor.
No, it had nothing to do with it. I get the same way. It doesn't matter. I'll get the same way if you guys act the same way. You'll get
Go
the same
ahead, Gimp.
result.
Call
I'm
me
not
a
any
pussy for old time's sake.
Pussy ass
When you
bitch.
start talking your bullshit, I will. I'm sure.
Well, and somebody
I'm more
mentioned
human.
this morning too
Don't
that
make me come over there and wrestle you, Gimp. You know what happens
But
if I pin you,
but
right?
I wanted. Look, we might get there because I wanted to make a couple of points.
You don't want to know what happens if I pin you.
Yeah, he
What's
does.
that?
What's that? I'm just kidding. I said if I come over there and wrestle you, you know what happens if I pin you down for 3 seconds, right?
Come on, man.
You
Enough of
bust
this
a nut?
sex
We go all the
nonsense.
way. I go all the way. I mean, once I get excitable, once I
Getting
get
all Jesse Lee Peterson on me.
I don't know. I
That's
don't
it.
know.
What's with you in this this JLP thing? Like, what do you think? Now, I'm a follower of this guy. I've seen a few of his videos. We
Well, we're
tend to
putting-
align on certain things, on other things, not so much at all, really.
Well, we've been successful at putting a 6-year-old to sleep. She's out like a rock.
So tell me about JLP. Gimp. What am I doing? What am I stolen from Jesse Lee Peterson?
I don't know a lot about him, but what I do know is not very good. I mean, he has said some inspiring, enlightening things, I guess you could say, but his true character is pretty sinister. So
JLP, that guy's he placates the Bible thumping conservative patriot, right?
You know, he's got some good analysis from what I've seen a couple of videos, but ultimately it's all a religionist bent. You know, I mean,
yeah, I guess he's had some abusive relationships. You know, he's groomed people into being his little boy toy or whatever, but that's
All right. Well, I know
don't
this
know.
is
Those
not
aren't
an
the
airport,
points that I
but
want to
I'm
talk
going to go
about.
ahead
I
and
would
announce
like
my
to make a
departure.
couple.
all right,
Guys, have a good
Rob Cleveland, we appreciate you. Salute, sir.
Cheers,
Mama
Rob.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. So, Gimp, you had maybe a little bit of weed today. Had some time to think it over. Are we back to like a détente, so to speak? Are we back to extending the olive branch? Or
Yeah, sure, but my perspective hasn't really changed. I mean, I definitely.
so I'm still a fraud, still a fake, still a money grubber, infiltrator, agent, low life scumbag, pretty much in your eyes. I'm never going to leave that positioning.
I mean, you definitely could, but it's going to take some work. You definitely.
All right, hold on. I'm going to take all ability for everyone to support me away from the screen right now. Is that a good start? Maybe by the end of the month, I can be back to living in the car. No, don't do that. Okay.
I'm not against people supporting you. I'm against you manipulating people to support you.
Now, how did I do that again, Gimp? Just briefly, because we're wrapping up.
You just you do this dry begging shit, and sort of guilt tripping people, and it's.
Can I get an example, maybe a phrase or two where I do that?
Oh yeah, the whole joke about you're gonna be homeless and whatever if people don't help you out. And you're basically
So Gimp, you're aware that that's sort of like a running joke that has some truth to it, because I did start all this, living in a tent.
That's your responsibility, man. It just kind of like writes and.
Well, I'm aware of that. I'm aware that that's what makes it ironic, is that I'm doing a disjointed, chaotic, unsane broadcast from a washroom closet, yet I'm telling folks that they should support me and contribute me. But then on the other end there is some value here. So there's a little bit of joke, a little bit of truth.
There is some value. I've had to give that some thought, but I agree to that. There is some value.
So you can see how that's just kind of like playing with the persona and the circumstances and the idea of that this broadcast is so bad, no one's supposed to watch it. And please support me only because if not, I wind up homeless. Not because it's actually good, even though the reason they would support is because it's good to them.
But in the next breath, you're the greatest thing there ever was. You're the only one that's doing
See,
it.
and again, you don't see how that whole thing works, right? How it's like this play on the idea of persona and personality and mocking
I do.
different aspects of ourselves.
I do see how.
Because
that
I mean,
works,
I can't
but-
just do a whole broadcast like this. See how I'm talking to you right now? It's just kind of flat and boring. We're getting somewhere, and you're gonna love me by the end of this, but it's
Do you
just
think
not quite
the
as.
people you generally appeal to are like keen to that, or if do you think there's some sort of?
Yeah, maybe I'm giving folks too much credit. You might be onto something. Again, folks are really stupid nowadays, so they may not know that I'm kind of mocking and kidding, and there's a little bit of truth in
It's
there,
not
but not.
that. You know, like I've been there. You know, I've been an emotional idiot where, you know, I'm kind of easily manipulated.
So like, and I've never kind of come on here and said, you know, actually that I don't have a home, and hey, could folks support me because I don't have a home and I'm trying to get a home, and you know.
Breaking news. Calvin Mauve. Gimp, you've just manipulated me to support Paul, something which he has never done. Awesome job.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah. But yeah, good on you.
I mean, I've never actually come out and said, like, I've never actually come to the folks and used their heartstrings. I say it sort of in an offhanded kind of mocking, very small amount of truth in there, mostly just making a kind of a point and a joke. I mean, I have come out the other way and said that I do think it's very interesting how many folks come here regularly and contribute little to nothing on any level. Like whether it's come up here, whether it's stand on rights and freedoms, whether it's create their own channel, whether it's send in fiat and 4ply, whatever it is. I mean, it's just kind of observing a human dynamic. It's like you start an AA meeting, 20 guys show up, they all drink coffee, no one makes the coffee, they all leave, there's garbage everywhere, and everyone wonders why we can't have what we need.
Surely there's nothing beyond your perception, right?
Well, I never said that, but all my perception is all I have to work with, just like you, right? So I could speak from your perspective or Aaron's or someone else's, but really I think it only serves me to speak from my perspective. I know that when I do and I'm right, it makes you feel like mine is all there is, because mine is not always mine, because I am that am. So mine just might be what you call God. So I'm sorry that when I speak certain truths and they're true, it makes you feel something, but I never said what you're feeling.
Okay, well, certain truths that are true, I could go back and do the research if I really felt like it, and if you really want me to, I could.
I would just prefer, again, see, we talked earlier on folks who focus on others rather than focus on themselves. You don't find true success in your life till you focus on yourself. When you're focusing on everyone else, you're not focusing on yourself, so you never get what you want and need.
No, that's just my point. I'm busy. I'd much rather focus on myself. But if you would like to, if you would like my help, so to speak, I don't like that term, but if you would like me to do you a service, do you a solid.
Yeah, I don't perceive it as help because you've already proven to me that you're misunderstanding what's going on here and then therefore mischaracterizing. So how could you help me when you need to help yourself? You need to have the discernment to understand when I'm joking, when it's a little bit of more serious, when it's a little bit of mocking of the whole dynamic, when it's a little bit of making a point, I guess.
Let's see if I at least point out multiple instances where you have let's call it misspoke, if not downright lied, and you have failed to correct the record, so to speak.
Sure.
Can you give an example?
It's good luck.
Yeah, I mean, like he loves. Let's use an easy one. He loves to use this. Lean on this thing that I live in my van, and I got
by the river.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm like inferior to him because my house isn't as nice as his girlfriend's.
I didn't say any of that. You felt that. See, I again am mocking this whole thing because I don't have, first of all, girls really at all in my life. There's women, and I'm not entitled to them or anything they have. So I would never use what she has as a way to position an ego. That would be foolishness, because then when I wouldn't have it, I'd be the idiot, right? So I never did that. I said I'm in a washroom closet. I downplayed the whole thing and made myself look like a fool, if you're paying attention.
Yeah, but I disagree with that.
I also did the first 100 broadcasts from a car and a tent, and kind of pointed that out and laughed at that and mocked that, because I believe or know so much in myself and this truth that it doesn't matter to me what I or anybody really thinks or feels about living in a tent or a car from an ego perspective.
You were complaining about it and kind of positioning yourself to get some pity support.
You know, when you're telling somebody that they lied about something, you don't lay it out with kind of
I told him I'd happily go back and we've had this conversation multiple times.
But this is what never makes sense with it. They forget what they just said when they make the next statement. First, he says, I'm talking down to everyone. Then he says, I'm begging for support and pity.
I think that's where the real issue is. It's monetary. Was there a beef between you two with money?
No, the bottom line is that Gimp is frustrated because he sees me here in a washroom closet, much like him, poor and broke if I didn't have this. And because I'm running my mouth.
It's about to him. Let me use you an example.
It's not.
He claims that he can't go live until he claims he can't go live until he gets 1,000 subscribers on his other channel that he's already been live on, and that's not true. You can go live even on mobile now with 50 subscribers.
He said he's not going to do it.
The point is, he needs 1,000 subscribers to monetize, right?
I can't.
It's about the money, but he can't. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with this guy donating.
My understanding is I can't go live on that channel till I have 1,000 subscribers.
That's so inaccurate. You can absolutely.
I don't understand what makes you think that I've gone live over there before.
Well, I looked over there and there were some videos that looked like
those videos are reposts from this channel. I can't go live. So you just now made a statement that is
you can go live.
So do you want me to go over there? If I don't mind being wrong. I'm not lying about it openly. Do you think I would tell a lie that big and obvious that everyone who knows YouTube will go back and say, we know how YouTube works? My understanding is I can't go live.
Can't you log in and screen share it and show the go live button?
What does that mean?
Couldn't you just screen share it and log into that account?
I can't screen share from an Android. Why do you think I have Bo Shaney up here all the time? Because I can't screen share. I don't need to screen share to go and look at it and come back tomorrow. Well, what is this?
Okay.
You can't wait till tomorrow morning to figure out first of all, everyone's going to go look it up right away anyway. Just like I'm going to go look it up now to refresh my memory. Because my understanding was I can't go. I can post videos, but I can't go live.
Yeah, you can upload.
Have you ever tried?
Can I yell at everyone?
I'm telling you that my understanding from my recollection is I tried to go live and it told me you need to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. You could look it up right now and prove me to be wrong.
That hasn't been a rule since that channel's existed, so I don't think that's accurate.
No.
Could you take a screenshot of that?
Someone is saying right down there right now, not on a phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. You can't go live.
That's not true. You can go live with 50 subscribers. I can do it right now.
So why would I say that then? It doesn't.
I mean, it's right now live on screen on my mobile.
I mean, I guess I'm not. Like I said, I'm not. Why?
I'll do it on a channel with 62
you're
subscribers.
So busy looking for a lie that it doesn't even make sense. Why would I lie? And
no,
say
I'm not so busy. It's the point that you just can't admit when you're wrong.
How am I wrong here? Even let's just suppose the claim is true that I only cared about money and that's what I wanted. If I'm doing something here that folks get value out of, does that even necessarily? I'm making your thing true. This is obviously not true because I didn't start this all for money. I have a whole career, so to speak.
I'm following you.
Yeah, okay. I'm doing this all for money on the second channel to make a living now. You just made that true. I'm still bringing truth and value and results that translate to other folks. Am I not kind of entitled to that? I mean, there's a whole system of folks destroying themselves and everyone else and getting paid tons of fiat to make a living. So dare I get a few fiat notes to exist in the world, much like you and everyone else?
You getting money. I have a problem with you lying and manipulating and deceiving.
Well, I'm
to get
telling
money.
you, I'm not lying and manipulating. I have already said to others, don't donate and support if you don't have enough, because I, at this point, recently have pretty much what I need and a little extra to where if I just save,
I have
I could
undoubtable
live within my
evidence of you
means,
lying
right?
and manipulating, specifically about money too.
Okay. So you're like really caught up on this money thing. Like who's getting money, how much, why, whether they're
it's
lying
really
or
about
not.
lying and manipulating and deceiving. But you seem to be heavily motivated by money.
Hey, forget it. He's gonna go sell used cars. Okay. Will that make you happy?
Okay, so my question then for you, Gip, is should I pull up the?
I just think he should make
hold on a second. Hold on a second, because I'll do you one better.
Sort of moral high ground.
Can you give me a private contact? Because I'm going to send you a list of emails of folks who want to promote their products. I don't know if it's real or fake. I mean, they might be scams. Who knows? But I regularly get email offers, and I never respond to any of them. If I'm so heavily influenced by money, why am I not up here? Why am I up here selling fake products I don't even have 30 to 40 minutes at a time? Really kind of insulting everyone's intelligence to some degree to try to be funny and have a break from the slavery and insanity. Why am I not answering these? You don't know. So again, another inconsistent narrative, because I'm so heavily motivated by money, but I won't take out 45 seconds to do a commercial and make like $2,000 to $5,000.
Okay. Show me some evidence of that. I'd love to see.
Okay, can I have a private contact from you, and I'll send you all of them, and you can decide. They might all be fake. Someone might be trying to get me to download. I don't know what to make. I'm just saying I never answer any of it.
Okay.
We just hit the 3 hour, 33 minute, 33 second mark. And I just went over
I'm so heavily motivated by money. Can someone give me the count of what I've made tonight for my 4 fucking hours of time that I put in and another 3 hours this morning? Can someone do the grand total tally? Because I worked a full-time day today, if you consider broadcasting work. Which, if you don't, then I guess turn your fucking radio off and Joe Rogan and all the rest of it. If you consider me anywhere near as valuable as any of these morning zoo folks like JoJo and Buzzer on Z100. Constantly reading you commercials for shit you don't need. So for the 7 or 8 hours that I put in today, what would you say I made today? $30, $40? So I'm doing pretty bad, bro. If I'm fucking motivated by money, fucknut, I'm doing pretty bad, because I could have went and picked up garbage today and at least got a $100 bill, $150.
This was the first channel that I ever contributed. I've been freeloading for so long on YouTube, for so many years, for so many shows. I never once contributed. Polly, you 99 cents. I figured it out. Okay, I did it. Contributor.
Good for you.
The one and only for my years of study, my autodidactic journeys on fucking the YouTubes. You're the first contribution.
Was it when I was yelling?
It means something different to everybody. It's a conversation. Obviously, this is emotional conversation.
It's very simple. It's an extension of our energy. What we put in is what we get out.
Currency.
If you work all week and you get something that you exchange for value, then when you give it, it's an exchange for value. So you give it where there's value. It's an energetic exchange.
Yeah.
How big are your banks? How much currency can you hold? How big are your banks?
Me? I've held $75,000 cash this year.
The higher your banks are, the more currency you can hold. How much can you hold? It's ridiculous.
I had to carry it in a box, but I held $75,000 in cash this year.
You don't think it's curious that we're somehow circling and cycling around monetary value, because that's what's most important, not the results and the actual value that we.
That's not important to me. I don't give a shit about money.
But that's where the conversation landed, based on you constantly going back to me and what I'm getting and how I'm getting it.
Yeah,
it's not the results I'm producing in my life and in other lives.
What it's about is the honesty.
So what about Wizard and other folks who come here and kept coming here and never got anything until was Wizard dry begging when he said I have cancer and I'd like some support, and I offered support to him, and then folks flooded him with support? Was that dry begging, or is that community in action?
it's against my morals to ask for evidence of his cancer, but has anyone seen evidence of that? Of the cancer?
So there you go. So now Wizard's lying. Everyone again is inherently evil, untrustworthy, just putting on a whole front. Yeah. Wizard's gone from like talking constantly to like now sleeping half the time because it's all one big fucking scam fraud act. He doesn't have cancer. He's pretending to sleep so he can grift everyone. Boy, you got some trust issues. Who hurt you, boy? Who hurt you, boy? Because you got some trust issues and can't even see the best thing you got when it's right in your face.
I don't trust anyone. Why? What's the point of trust? I don't need to trust anyone. But I'm skeptical.
All right, Gimp, we're going to wrap up, man, because this is a you thing that you got to look at and deal with.
Question. Has anyone seen evidence of
Sure, no one has evidence. So you know what? Let's presume that it's all a lie, it's all an act, it's all a grift, because you can't read the room. You're not here every day, and you can't see the changes in folks, the continuity, the consistency. You can't read all that, right? Like, folks are here since day one, watching my journey, listening to every word. They can't find one place
I think if you're
where I've been inauthentic. They can't find one place. The only time I'm inauthentic is where I'm so disingenuous that it's obvious to anyone with a fucking brain what I'm doing, right? So then I have to do these sessions with you folks where I talk you off the ledge and explain to you it's broadcasting on a certain level.
Some of that money. You're the one who asked for some of that money. I'm not asking for that money.
What money is that?
I'm just asking for it to be real.
Okay. So there you go. He's showing proof now.
How do we know?
He's showing proof from the hospital now. Is that good enough for you?
Everything's an act for entertainment.
He's showing proof from the hospital now. Is that good enough for you?
He went to the hospital for fucking for pain medication. I can't see him if he's.
You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see a social.
The top row is circling. I can leave and come back.
Jim's got all the answers.
I'll leave and come back.
This guy can go into town and actually sit with somebody and talk with them and not have them run away because he's so freaking girly.
Everything is an attack. It's a presumption. It's an assumption while claiming everyone else is attacking and presuming and assuming. It's just fascinating, really. I mean, it's a loop. It's another loop like most of these folks where they're seeing everyone else but never looking at themselves, so they lack self-awareness. So they're constantly pointing fingers and not realizing you're like involved in everything you're claiming everyone else is involved in that they're being authentic about. You're involved in it, but you're lying to yourself and everyone else. It's like, you know, everyone's bad, like Talcott, who uses fiat, but you use it and you're in the world, even if you're not of it, like Gimp, and you smoke weed and you do this and do that. And you find out these folks are just hypocritical. Like, they're just angry and miserable and disenchanted because they have not found their niche and their purpose where they can make a living doing what they love. So they get mad at me for doing it because I'm an example of everything they've done and not done on all sides. I was in the tent. I was in the car. I was disenchanted. I was miserable. No one would listen to me. There's pretty much a reason for a lot of this stuff.
Isn't it funny that out of all the awake people and people trying to get out of the system, I mean, me included, I've yet to find one individual that lives completely without currency whatsoever throughout the year. I mean, damn, you go out to that, what do you call it, Slab City, most of those people are getting some kind of retirement or something.
I didn't say anything about that.
Why are you always talking about?
I said I carried $75,000 this year. I used fiat, right?
You carried.
It's what we got to use. I mean, I would rather use gold and silver, but they took it all.
So how would you prefer that I like receive contributions for spending?
I don't have a problem with you receiving contributions. How can I make that any more clear? I just have a problem.
But you're saying that the way that I'm dry bagging is not the way it should be. So
I'm totally cool with you making a living, but making an honest living is what I'm.
Yeah, okay,
so where?
Wait. Give an example.
So where am I being dishonest?
It's conditional. There's a lot of people are just making a living. Hey, you know, I'm just doing my job. Isn't a really good excuse, you know?
I'm just doing my job, so that's okay.
He can fight his own fight. I can't hear you both at the same time, Eric. Calm down. Now you'll get your chance. Let's talk about the American State National.
Why don't you give an example for everyone here?
He can fight his own fight. Let's talk about the American State National.
I'm very interested. I'd like to know, like, what you know, what.
I'm very interested in your perspective about the American State Nationals. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, you're a freaking dumb.
I have some questions for you about that.
Dumb little untraveled piece of trash.
Untraveled?
You think you can really compete with somebody like me, boy?
Eric's communist.
You guys, hey, yo.
You can't even
This is
compare
Jack
somebody
Harlow.
like me.
This is the new Jack Harlow right here. It's around and around, man. It's Jack Harlow. Did you? Anybody else agree?
Yeah.
It's fucking Jack Harlow all day long, all night long. How long you guys want to go? You working hard, Paulie?
Feedback.
Right. That's why I'm trying to move on, and they keep asking the same question. I'm the problem.
So
Brian
what
O'Shea, hold on. Brian O'Shea's next to you. I'm putting him. I need to keep him away from.
I'm the one cycling, right? I came back to see the claim that Wizard was showing proof of evidence from the hospital.
Stay away, Brian O'Shea.
Is that proof of your cancer? I can't read it.
Whoa!
I don't really want to see it. I didn't.
Now he doesn't want to see it. First, it's hey, did you see any proof? Now that he feels guilty, it's hey, I didn't really need it, man. I was just asking some questions. We're just getting some stuff on the record.
If you were willing to vouch for him, if you guys have seen it, have talked about it, right? I would have taken your word for it. I wasn't going to argue it. I just asked. I asked a simple question. I didn't say it didn't exist. I didn't say I wanted.
And there's no like I know like your new name is Gimp Clausen.
I kind of did want to see it,
No. Your new name is Gimp Clausen because you didn't say anything actually, but there's no intimation there. Yeah, there's no intimation there when someone says, "Hey, I have cancer," and you go, "Hey, anybody get it on record? Whether anybody get the test results back?" Yeah, there's no. Hey, ass wipe, I'm talking. There's no. Do I have to? I have to turn this mic down to make him interesting. I got to do this with every one of you folks. You just don't get it. You don't know, like, you can't figure anything out in life. So, yeah. There's no intimation there, Gimp Clausen, that the man's bad faith, dishonorable, untrustworthy, lying, right? There's no intimation there when you say anybody get the test results. We're just supposed to take his word for it. You know? It's not like you're inferring anything there, right?
He's a fucking liar.
Oh, boy.
We're all liars, but he intentionally lied.
So we're all liars now. So now you're projecting. We're all lying. So you're projecting again. Well, what do you lie about exactly, Gimp? Like you being for the people, but really only being concerned with like money?
Yeah, it's your intent.
You mean like that kind of lying where you say you're just here to debunk for the people because you care about people being defrauded, but you really only care about who's getting money and how much and why?
No, I don't care about that. I don't.
Well,
care
you're
about
projecting
how much.
again. You're saying everyone lies. You're saying everyone lies. Where did you come up with this idea that everyone manipulates and actively lies every day? At all, really?
That's not what I said.
I can't even remember the last time that I've even come close to lying.
Everyone lies.
To the point where it's to my own detriment.
You lie more than most.
You lie more than most folks. Okay, that's fascinating. I do 4 to 8 hours a day broadcasting. Somehow you're the only one who's found out all the
lies.
That's
a lie, Paul. Stop lying. You don't do that.
Right.
You would think with all these folks here, they'd be more like able to pick up on all these lies.
Everything you said is absolutely true. It's not true with anyone. Right?
There's a difference between saying something that may not be completely accurate and actively lying.
No. There's definitely.
You can't figure out the truth there. You can't figure out how that works.
It's the intent.
You can't figure out how that works. If I say I have a perspective, it seems to be this. This is my perception, and then it turns out it's not that way later. That's a fucking lie, Gimp.
So, Wizard, a lie, for instance, is like Wizard making a false claim on Christopher Hauser's name. Right, and when he realized he was wrong,
Gimp, we're just here because your whole fucking life.
He either intentionally lied or is dishonorable.
I'm gonna turn you down now because I got to wrap up. The whole night's not going to be devoted to you and the fact that your whole life exists online. Your whole fucking life exists online with all these other people, including me, Hauser, Wizard, this guy, that guy. You got all these drama scenes with all these people who come on here. They say they know you. You're in all this. Why are you not focusing on yourself and what you're creating? Why are you in everybody's business and on everybody's broadcasts arguing for and against everyone? You're not Christopher Hauser. You're not Wizard. You're not Paul Enslaved. You can only control you. You're only accountable for you. Stop trying to save the world from your van while you can't even save yourself from your own emotions. It's not working. Good things are always happening to me. Life is good. I feel good. That's something we got from Aaron David Spiegel up there. You could use that right now. Okay?
He's still blabbing away. Jesus
what the
Christ.
fuck, dog?
It's called completely lacking in any kind of awareness.
You can't make this shit up.
We see this oftentimes up here.
I would really like to know just straightforward. What kind of job this guy calls an honest living? Again, I don't know. Go sell cars. What?
And again, I'm not going to take advice from anybody who wears a snapback hat and turns it back. You're going to wear a backward hat, get the fitted hat, spend the extra $5 fucking. Okay? You want to cheap out and get the snapback with the hair and the forehead poking through the top, you got to turn it around and wear it Zach Hubbard style. Okay? You know,
I'm gonna let
you don't want to be accused of chimping ain't easy out here. I've done it before. I'll do it again.
You're muted completely, Gimp. What the
This guy's
fuck
in
are
a
you doing?
bathrobe like Hugh Hefner, and he's got a backward cap, snapback, living in a van, worried about me and Chris Hauser and the Wizard. Can't figure out why he's suffering so much. He just can't figure that out. Why he's constantly angry, resentful, upset, suffering, causing resistance everywhere he goes. Probably in his own family as well. He does this.
People, I mocked you earlier, but I'm chilling.
Chilling.
Like a villain.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's start wrapping up then. Gimp's chilling.
Yes,
it's all good.
I wanted to talk about it, and we'll go up Wizard's Alley.
Can I
first
send
and
you
stay
some
with James
fiat, Gimp?
188.
Can I send you some fiat?
No, I don't have
No,
a way
you
for
don't
you
want
to
it?
donate.
You
I don't
don't
have a
want
way
it?
for you. I don't have a way for you to donate. I've had tons of offers, especially when I had a YouTube channel that I gave a shit about.
Hey, Gimp, were you
I know
on
how
the-
this shit works. I know how this shit works.
Gimp, were you on the cheerleading team in high school by any chance?
No,
No? Okay.
I dropped out of high school sophomore year to go to work. So I was working
Oh.
full time at 14.
I want everyone to start supporting you, Gimp, so you can get on the gravy train and stop hating on me, and then you can like turn your attention to these other folks. So I want to be a source of nurturing for you, like some kind of like a daddy, just like my alimony. So I want you to come up with a way for everyone to start supporting you.
I'll be your cosmic mommy as long as you're my cosmic
That's it.
daddy.
And hey, maybe you do like what Wizard did. You come on and say you got lupus or something. Maybe you come on with some crutches like Timmy from remember Christmas Story? Little Timmy came with the crutches, and you know, you come on with some crutches, you say, hey, it's me, Gimp, I contracted lupus, and you know, if somebody wants to support, here's my PayPal, and we'll see where it goes. I mean, no sense you missing out on all the fun.
Paul's poster child.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me $2,000 and I'll buy some 3.5 millimeter plugs and a vibrator. We'll call it cool.
All right, I have no idea what that means, but
Polly's
whatever
kids.
you're into, whatever you're
I
into.
barely do too, but allegedly it's out there.
It's out there.
Good vibes, man.
Good vibes.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's gonna be okay.
Oh shit. So I wanted to say back James 1:8. We'll start with a little scripture. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Ah.
But also another good reference would be Alice Bailey's externalization of the hierarchy. But back to what you were saying about the American Republic. Yeah, there's a
Is
good
this part
quote.
of the wrap up, Gimp, or?
Sure.
I mean, we're only an hour and 50 minutes into wrapping up, so.
I thought
For
we were
free,
an
by
hour
the way.
and
For
15
free or
minutes,
very, very low pay. I'm averaging something like $2 to $3 an hour, so we're getting there.
Pepito
Soon I'll-
shit.
Yeah.
Some Pepito level bullshit.
Yeah. Like a migrant farm worker.
I was down to 15%. My battery was dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what you were saying about the American Republic. Yeah, what's that famous quote? I think it was Benjamin Franklin. I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find it right off the top hand. I got distracted. I think he said, I forgot who he said it to. Some lady, but it was, she asked what kind of government we have, and he responded it was like 1787 or something.
Someone's asking if Pepito is also a grifter.
No.
Yeah, the quote
Pepito's
quote
a
goes
slave.
like this, Gim. A republic.
A real
if you-
slave, a real oppressed man that deserves fucking donations. Like, he doesn't really have a chance to fucking make it. Like, you guys have so many opportunities that you fucking have burned and destroyed. Now you fucking want help. and yet you're fucking claiming to help everyone.
I think Gimp thinks Pepito is the real pepper picker that we got out there working the field. So don't tell him. It's like Santa. Don't tell him. Don't ruin the magic.
I get it. It's a concept. I get it. So
yeah, it's a concept, like somebody giving all their time to a cause and getting nothing back. It's kind of interesting, huh?
Yeah, you get nothing out of this, right?
Well, no, that's why I said it was at one point, right? So it's kind of a play on, it's not about me, it's like a theme, right? Whether it's Pepito out in the field with the coffee and the peppers, or me slaving away in the washing room closet. If we would have it your way, I and Pepito would be in the same boat, right? Shoeless, sockless, sleeping in a field.
You have so many greater opportunities. But I just don't think
I could be a rocket surgeon.
I think if people really realize what state we're in, then essentially they would have so many problems to deal with themselves. You know, it's a long journey. So you know, you
all
gotta
right, great
get
stuff,
to work
Gimp. See
now,
you later.
getting your shit right. So,
Final words?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good old
great stuff.
Christian Brian. You know this.
All right, we'll see you later.
Yeah, it's kind of become like Gimp loves the part of America where you just like give your whole life to causes and visions, and you get little to nothing back except abuse and mistreatment, and you know, maybe a little bit of fiat if you like ask for it the right way, and you don't beg like a filthy, disgusting, pathetic slave. If you just give your whole life over, and let folks like Gimp decide in the communist regime who is worthy of what and when. Based on, of course, his perspective and no one else's.
I'm not the arbiter. No. I'm not the arbiter, but neither.
Well,
are
you have to be. You speak for yourself, so you'd have to speak
let's
from
just
your
talk
perspective.
about the facts and drop all
All
the
right, great stuff, Gimp.
speculation
Your final
and
words.
assumptions.
Ryan O'Shea's trying to say, I think we're out of
That
time.
would cut out all the entertainment.
Yeah, great
right?
stuff. We'll see you later, Gimp. It was good seeing you. Good talk.
So you're
Gave you a lot of
getting
time.
paid for the
Gave
entertainment.
you a lot of time. We gave you the whole broadcast earlier. We're giving you half of this one.
But that's
see you
the
later,
thing.
Gimp.
You don't get it. That
Yeah,
Gimp is
you've given it
entitled.
to me. You've given it to me.
You shouldn't have given it to him. See, this is what he does, right? Like a lot of these folks.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the subtle fucking.
I come up, I take over, I shit on everyone, I claim to be better, I do little to nothing, and then I go, hey, why'd you give me the mic in the first place?
If you don't realize
I
you're
don't
lying
know. I
to
mean,
others,
you
you're
said
lying
you
to
were all about
yourself.
like the cause and truth and righteousness, but you spent another hour arguing with me and trying to demean me. It wasn't really about showing anyone any
I'm
truth.
not trying to
or giving them
demean you.
understanding.
I wish you all the best. I still do. I still
We're
stand
now
by that
doing the whole
perspective.
wish you all the best routine. I love this part of the act. I
it's
wish
true.
you all the best. And then he'll come in here tomorrow and go, you're a fraud, sex trafficker.
Yeah.
He called me earlier
Yeah.
today. You know, and then he goes, why are you mad? Why are you
The
mad?
guy
All I did was say
had
that you're
the
doing
biggest
a sex
beef there.
cult and
I got
defrauding
his-
everyone
I
and
got his
dry
big
begging and
YouTube channel removed, but I didn't follow through with it because I didn't want to see him harmed. I didn't want to see him lost.
so you were
know,
ratting on folks using
at a
policy
loss.
and state. So you were, there you go. You were using policy and code to see.
No,
I
I
don't
was
even do
protecting
shit like that,
myself.
right? Because
I was
I go
protecting
like, who
myself.
you are is when no one's watching. So like, I've had ideas in my sick and twisted Gimp-like mind, way in the back,
Right.
to
The guy made
try to.
$17,000
Nah,
off
but
of
you
me in
got to
1
treat
month.
others how you want to be treated, and you
Right?
have to know
I just
the.
didn't want him to make any more money off of me.
Nah, you can't do that, Gimp. You can't. Folks post my content. I don't even
That's what
copyright
that's
strike
what
it.
it's all about in this
Nah,
arena.
I go the other way with the ego. I say, you know what? Not only am I not going to copyright strike you and get you taken down, I'm going to let you promote me for free. So I go, here, make a bunch of money off me, keep promoting me.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm down with it.
And I know I'll have what I need, right? And then guess what, Gimp? There's always a time and a place when they get really big to come back later, do the right paperwork, and get all that back money they collected. So let it rack up, man. Be smart. You got to see. You got to learn to like have strategy in life. If you're going to be a scumbag and try to interfere with others, at least be strategic, right?
I'm not
Or if
trying
you're
to
going to
interfere
like,
with others. I'm trying to interfere with lies and deception.
well, like
Hey,
Mike,
Gimp.
right? Like they want to
That-
copyright strike
if
my
you're
videos
owning-
for $20 a month in monetary funds.
If
Great.
you want to own those
All-
lies and
all the
deception, we
videos-
won't have any problems.
Sure. The videos of me and others will then be used to generate revenue later because the millions
Yeah,
of views they're going to
here's
get is
my-
going to
here's
equate
my
to a check.
perspective. How can
Hey,
you hold
Gimp,
anyone
fuck
else
you.
accountable
Shut
if
up.
you can't
Gimp.
hold yourself
Fuck you.
accountable?
Shut up.
Ryan
You
O'Shea
sick of you
says,
fucking dumbass.
Fuck
Shut the
you,
fuck
shut
up.
up. You're a dumbass. Shut the fuck up. I don't know if you
You
heard
can't.
that.
Shut the fuck
Your whole
up, you
foundation
skinny
is a
bitch
fraud.
ass hoe's gonna be in here in a few days.
Wait,
being like,
hold on.
"Yeah,
He's cycling again. My whole foundation's a fraud,
cycling.
you're saying.
It's a fucking menstrual cycle with the moon or
Put
something.
on the
It's a fucking
helmet,
full
like
moon right
Amy
now.
before. Put on the helmet. Gimp's cycling.
Yeah, it's a full moon right now. He's coming out. You fucking girly ass. Just let your hair down. Just put it. Just
Well,
fucking
that's
throw
what a
that shit.
loup-garou is. It's a French werewolf.
Yeah,
right?
and call
So
say Paul is my daddy. I want to suck his cock.
Yeah, the
Take that hair
moon
out.
comes
Yes,
out,
I
and then
do.
these
It's a
folks
moon.
like they transform into some kind of lunatic involved in lunacy. These are all moon words, right? So that's what the loup-garou is that I mentioned down in the chat many times. Some kind of a werewolf that just turns on you. You never really see it coming. So
You
Gimp's
female,
definitely got
fucking female. Look at you. You're just a female, dude. Just have
That's
the
why I
operation.
told Gimp, if I go over there and wrestle him, calling me all them names like pussy and stuff, getting me all aroused, riled up, to compete. We start rolling around and I get my blood pumping and that hair gets let down. You never know what might happen. So I'm just telling you, I hope you're ready for it.
Yeah.
You
Got
put
long
one
hair
hand
and
on
smooth
Gimp.
skin.
You
I haven't
put
had a
one
lot of
hand on Gimp.
contact. I haven't had a lot of contact, Brian O'Shea, in this washroom. I just want to let him know that.
I know, but if you lay one finger on Gimp, he's just gonna bust a nut immediately. Like the fucking yeah. You hear him? He goes, "Whoa!" I go, "You guys gonna bust a nut immediately?" He goes,
Yeah, he never really denies any of this stuff. He always seems kind of like, in a way, intrigued. He starts blushing.
What's the point? You guys know me better than I know myself, right?
Yeah, you're gay as fuck. You're a female. You suck. You fucking cycle like a fucking menstrual cycle. So what the fuck,
Do I
dog?
swallow?
I don't care, bro. Just go, dog. You said you were doing final words. We got to get the fuck out of here. We're 4 hours in.
Yeah, am I harming you? Are you my victim again? You my next victim?
Do you want to harm us, or do you want to? What are you doing here? Are you here to harm us?
You're the ones already claiming to be harmed by me. How could I harm you anymore?
I'm not saying
It's like dealing with
I don't even
Lucifer,
know
right,
where
Brian
you're at.
O'Shea? What's
I don't have
puzzling is the
energy to
nature of his
drive to,
game.
come get you. I don't have any ill will. or
Gimp.
anything.
All right, let me give you something, Gimp. I can tell you're nice. How old are you, dude?
30s, almost 36 in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
All right, you're a nice,
a
nice
month.
little feminine boy. You're not. What's Paul? You're a nice little feminine boy. Nice little long-haired feminine boy. You need to get out. You need to step up your testosterone game. You need to take some of them, bro, some ball pills. And bro, read the room and understand what you're doing, dog. We'll give you time, but bro, don't take fucking advantage, dog. What the fuck are you doing?
It'll help me.
I mean, maybe if you see, you could take some of my fucking testosterone type energy. You could probably use a little of that, bro.
What are you gonna do for me, dude? Honestly.
I don't know. Show you care and love. That's all I could really do because you're fucking
I don't
hopeless and
need
redeemable.
that. It wouldn't mean shit coming from you. You're some weirdo on the internet.
Well, you're still gonna get it from me. I don't care how you feel about it.
I don't have a problem developing relationships.
I don't want a relationship with you. I don't need a relationship with you to have care and love for you.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, so just leave.
I don't
Just
want
leave.
your
It's over.
care and
It's the end of the night. We're sweeping up. It's time to go.
I want the truth.
You want us to
Give
throw
the
you
truth.
out, or do you want to fucking walk out like a
He
man?
wants the truth, Brian O'Shea. Give it to him.
Here's the thing, if you guys were out there taking care of yourselves, then you would have a whole lot less time sitting around here complaining about how everyone else is your problem.
Aren't you doing that? Wait a second. Aren't you doing exactly what?
Shit.
No.
No.
And maybe I am.
I don't know. It seemed like that to me, but I'm like,
To
I
a
might
far
be
less
off.
degree that you are. That's your
Far
living.
less degree. So again,
That's how
I'm
you make a
wanted
living.
here. Oddly enough, you're not, of course.
That's how you make a living. Because you fucking doped up for 9 years, you got clean for 6, now you're fucking Jesus Christ and you're gonna fucking save the world.
So that's it. That's the whole story, huh? If I let you write the book one day about me, that's it. Pretty much sums it
But
up,
if
huh?
we go back and pull all those quotes about you
Doped
being
up,
like
clean for
Christ
6
began
years.
the
I'm
scripture.
Christ now, and the rest is history. Story told by Gimp from the van.
Hey, Kim, let me lay out some truths here, since you're
I'm
looking
down.
for some
I
truth.
like your perspective.
Yeah, because I take care of a family. I
I'd love
take
to
care
hear
of work.
the abridged wizard autobiography, but go ahead.
Respect,
Please
tribe.
continue.
Respect.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that some of us actually make time for this broadcast, so to speak, because there is an element of co-creation here. Maybe you're not quite seeing it. And you don't have to listen to every word let me just speak for a second, man. You've been speaking for a while, waiting.
Well,
You don't
there's
have
no
to
reason
listen
to
to every word.
speculate when we can clear up the truth right away.
That's what I'm trying to do for you right now. I'm trying to tell
Somebody
you
just
how to
gave me
find the
50 baseless fiat currency notes. See, it's odd. When you come up, I actually get way more support than normal. So
I mean, dude, $50. You gotta up the value a little bit.
Okay, so there
with
you go. So now, but then you're gonna get mad at it, right? You say you don't
No,
want me to send you any,
I
but if
won't.
you up the,
Look,
nah,
I'll-
you're gonna come back tomorrow and you're gonna feel some kind of way
I
about
promise.
it. Like he
You
shouldn't
got
have.
my word, man. A man's only as good as his word. You got my word.
All right. Well, for the Gimp's head, then 50 baseless fiat currency notes.
No,
Usually, a
50
beheading is
bucks, that's it?
100. Yeah,
Alright,
it's
at
usually
least-
100. It's usually
at
100. And
least
I don't
give
think
me
you're gonna
100.
get to that. I don't think you're that much
I'd say
hated. I
200.
don't think
Fuck.
folks.
Come on, man. I'm at least a fucking cheap hoe.
Yeah, you are
Gone,
cheap.
get Gimp, stay gone, or say something over it. So I think that's 52.
Sorry,
The
Chuck.
official total.
Gimp.
I was interested in Tribe's perspective. Could he continue, please?
What I was trying to tell you, if you're looking for some truth and some value out of what's going on here, you have to look a little bit deeper than just the words being spoken here, because they're not going to just tell you what to do. They're going to tell you how to look inside and find deeper truths that you'll be able to guide yourself from that point on. I mean, I could give you examples. You want some all right, here, how about one for Wizard, right? He talks much about the post office. The things I've learned about the post office, how they apply in the law, absolutely nothing of what he's spoken about. He set me on the path where I've found this out. I would have never known had he not enlightened me to some of these things. I could go on and list of these things. Same with Paul, same with Eric,
Well,
and same
there's
with
a lot of
everyone else
talk
I've
about the
interacted
post
with here.
office out there, bro. So I'm just
I'm
saying.
giving you one example. It goes way beyond that. That's just
Give you
probably
one
the easy-
example. That famous video for the War Castles by Sergeant Robert Horton. He
We're talking
broke
about
the-
this panel here. I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
so.
well, my scope is far more limited than this panel.
Gimp, don't just be such a fucking taking fucking hoe, bro. You're fucking taking too much, dog. Come back another day and talk about it.
Okay,
72. What book says for the Gimp's head. By the way, I got mad love for you, Paul. Don't get it twisted. I didn't. We got off to a rocky start, Mr. Yurt, sir.
Yeah. Yurt's a great example. Look what he brought, and look what we all were able to co-create with Yurt.
There's a lot of rocky starts and false starts and up starts and
30.
we
What's
deal with
that? $30.01. Come on, guys, you can do it. That's not shit. There's
we're at
probably 100 people
72. But folks can also vote to keep Gimp, because this is what happened last time. We got into a demo crazy loop where folks said, "No, you're not just going to take Thomas up out of here. You're not just going to take the Gimp up out of here that easy. We want to hear him."
Who's bottom left?
Democracy.
Black guy.
No, sir. It's an African American. Please. I believe that's the man from across the pond, if I remember correctly, but he appears to be frozen.
Oh, I thought he was stoic as shit.
Oh, yes, there he is. He's very much laser focused. Greetings, Simon.
No.
Have you been here before? Did we speak to you before?
He was here last week.
Yeah, he was. Okay, so that is the man that I was remembering. Okay.
Yeah.
Simon, we're in a little bit of a colloquy here with the Gimp, if you will, back and forth. We're also trying to wrap up. We're only in 2 hours now and 5 minutes into the wrap-up portion. So I figure another 2-4 hours we might get it done. But there's a lot of mental and emotional illness and dis-ease on display here tonight, Simon. So I hope you're ready for it.
Let's get some government going, guys. Come on. Step it up.
Gimp, bro, just fucking leave before they fucking get to the 100, dog. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, why would you even want me? Why would you want me to even get any fiat? It doesn't make any sense. You just were saying I'm dry
I want
begging.
you to succeed. I do. And even if it's
man, you're throwing mixed signals, Gimp, and this is what's like. I can never settle down with you. We can never settle down together and like really go deep.
You're not gonna get any
Shut the fuck
loyalty.
up. Shut the fuck up. You suck. You fucking.
I owe
woman.
no
Just put,
allegiance.
Gimp. Do you have dress? Do you have any feet? Do you have a dress in that van?
No.
Well, you took a little while to fucking say that, so now I'm questioning whether you
I'm
do.
a little slow.
Do you have any lipstick? Do you have any lipstick?
No.
Well, I don't know, man. Tube tops and pantyhose or something. Just put all that on. We'll let you hang out a little bit, maybe. Just wear the outfit if you're gonna fucking stick
I
around.
got pretty hair at least, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Why are you such a selfish little fucking prick, dog? Why don't you just care for yourself? Clearly, you don't care about other people, which shows you don't care about yourself. You don't care about us.
Care about myself
you don't care about yourself. What?
It's all right to smoke on this platform.
What? It's all about you hating yourself, right, Gimp? You hate yourself so fucking much that no matter how much love we give you, you're just gonna fucking hate us anyways, huh?
You won't find many more selfish men than a 36-year-old single man. I mean, no kids.
Yeah, you should fucking be standing.
Bro. Yo, this is a problem. This is a real problem when we are opposing each other. I'm sorry. We're opposing each other. We're men on platforms. We should be actually trying to sort of give some sort of resolutions and some answers. I mean, come on.
Yes, man. Absolutely.
What?
I agree.
This whole sort of thing about sort of look, I've been kicked off this platform before, right? I'm telling you.
Me too.
Like, we gotta stop this shit. We gotta get to a point. Why did I get kicked off? Because I was talking some shit.
Me too.
I was talking some shit.
I don't know what your point is, bro. Get to your point quicker, dog.
Stop being so dogmental, right? You're going at this guy. It's just, you don't even know him. You don't know what he's been through.
Yeah, but this has been going on for weeks and months, man.
I understand that, but it's still the same case. You know,
sure, but you show it being over and over again, and again, we're not like demeaning him. It's just holding him accountable and going through the loops, like we do with folks in our own family and around us. It's like, there's really no.
So I can stay focused.
This guy is obviously unique, okay, and you might not do that in a dog pack. So it's like all the wolves come around. Bro, if we're in a dog pack, I'd fight your fucking face right now, dog. We're 4 hours and 10 minutes in. We ain't gonna fucking simp to the Gimp right now, bro. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
No, don't simp for me, man. It's just he has an interesting perspective, and
he's on your side. I ain't simping for nobody. But you bearded motherfuckers that want to turn around and go, okay, we can't.
You can't even grow a beard, can you? Fucking smoothie over there. Probably got a smoothie between your legs too, don't you? Like a Ken doll. You're the black Ken doll. What is the name of the black Ken doll?
Say that again. I didn't hear it. Sorry, go on. My earphones are playing me up. Go on. What you say?
All right. The bottom line is, I get your approach, sir. Believe it or not, we're trying to come to resolution here. We're showing the Gimp love, but he's constantly cycling. He's got some self-work that he's got to look at, I presume. It's my perspective.
Is this I will be something?
That's Gimp. That's me. Let's change in chat.
Yeah, but he will someday. I don't know. I mean, it's not for me. What are we trying to make him something today? Or
hey, Simon.
No, we're not trying to make him anything. He comes in here, he cycles through this hate and these claims, and half the time they're not true or they're presumptuous. And I tell him he doesn't have to be here. And if he brings up a good point, we'll address it. But everything he brings up,
I can't even get through this tiny little simple list. I can't.
Have you seen that film? That was put out a couple of years ago, 13 Years a Slave. And there was this guy, and he used to turn around and go, "Run, nigga, run." That's what he looks like to me. But at the same time, I understand that we're living in the modern day age, So if that nigga turn around to me and go, run, nigga, run, I'll be like, I don't know. If you got some pages, let me look at it.
Again, I haven't been resistant to Gimp sharing his truth. The problem is it's not the truth.
What is the truth, bro? Come on. No, come on.
So now you're really going to come up here and take up for him without knowing any of the details, right? Are you prepared to take this on right now? Are you prepared to take this on without knowing any of the claims he's made over the last few days?
Yeah, let's focus on
asking. Listen, no, stop. I'm asking the host a direct question.
I'm answering you directly. You're coming up here and you're being an apologist for him and have no idea what's even gone on. He said, I'm running a sex cult here. I'm frauding everybody out of funds. I'm lying. My main motivation is currency. Should we go on here? Do we need a stenographer to read back the record?
No,
he comes here every day and has nothing but anger and hate, resentment for me getting support.
All right. I understand where you come from, but I'm just
an
saying,
hour and 50 minutes in with him, right? When most folks would just throw him out because they recognize he's irredeemable at this point because he has emotional issues he has to deal with and has nothing to do with me.
But he, at the same time, knows that he has assets in his hair that will be sold to black women. I'm just saying, right? At the end of the day, I
didn't know that.
Look, he's got long hair. He's got long hair.
All right, so we got the last contribution there, Gimp. You met your goal. So I'm going to go ahead and have you taken backstage and beheaded by either Muslim extremists or African pirates, metaversally, of course, for entertainment broadcast purposes.
All right. Erase that peace sign. I'm going with the thumbs up. Later.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
All right, see you later, Gimp.
So, that's democracy for you in action.
What do you think about that, Simon? Was that mean?
You know how much more peaceful and quiet it is, Simon, after somehow?
I don't know. I mean, you tell me. It's your panel. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Che Guevara when he was real loving and kind and wanted us all to work together in the beginning. And by the end, he's taking folks out back in the forest and putting bullets in their head because the majority of folks are unthankful, ungrateful, deviant, devious, mischievous, deceptive haters, right? Either openly or covertly. So,
people around me are generally not like that. I mean, people around me are kind. They pay attention. And
have you ever gotten any form of power or success in any arena where you're looked at by people as some kind of leader?
Yeah. Just Google me.
Okay. And you don't find that folks tend to have agendas and ulterior motives when they think that you have something or where you're going, where they want to go?
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is you need to be above that.
Well, if I don't let it stop me from showing this being care and empathy and continuing to speak truth to him that he needs over weeks and months when he does nothing but
are you trying to teach something to this person? Or I mean, I don't understand. Like,
I mean, if something is taught throughout the way, I can't teach anyone anything. I can only show them who and what I am. Now, with that said, who and what I am is a loving and caring being, and I have no hate or vengeance in my heart for anybody. So
I've achieved everything I need to achieve in life already. Okay.
Are you trying to teach us? Are you
Sorry?
teaching now?
Teaching who?
You're teaching?
I'm kind of lost. What say? Can you just repeat?
She's saying that it seems like you're coming up here with a kind of like an arrogant attitude, didn't even know the situation, and you're going to kind of like point everything out to us what we need to do on this broadcast. Fucking 4 hours and 15 minutes in.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm saying, like, I am a teacher by profession. I don't like want to teach you particularly. Because I don't know
I just think it's fascinating that folks always ask me what I'm doing on this broadcast with an open panel instead of asking what the obvious question would be: what is the ruffian doing who keeps coming up, cycling, and wasting all of our time with his emotional disease? it wouldn't occur to you folks to ever ask the problem individual what they're doing. No, ask me what I'm doing. It seems to make sense. Go ahead.
What are you doing? All right. So what you can do? What are you doing?
What can I do? Because of course everything is always on me, right? What can I do for everyone who comes to me every day about their property, their rights, their future? What can I do about their mental illness, their emotional disease? What can I do about the fact that they're unpresentable, unsuccessful in every avenue of their life? I don't know. I thought I was trying to do it here, but they won't let me because they're too busy telling me how I'm lying and deceiving everyone for fiat because they're broke and poor.
Right. So what you're telling me is that you get a whole heap of people that turn around to you being negative. How many people turn around to you and can offer you something? And like you're saying, oh, fiat, okay, and all this stuff. It's like, how many people come across your doors and say, look, I'm gonna offer you something. You don't have to worry about this shit. I'm gonna just clear this shit up and you can just go about your business. And
can't hear you, Brielle. You're muted if you're talking.
How many people come around and offer you stuff every day, all day, our whole lives since we come to this realm?
Good. Thank you.
And so what's the result?
It's a very broad question. I don't know. I come up on here. I've given Paul money, for example. I'll just throw myself in the mix here. I offer some videos that pretty much, I don't know. I mean,
what's the answer? How do we?
How can you not know? I mean, this is the thing. It's not a solving thing. It's like if someone gives you $1 and like you make $2 out of it, that's $2. It's not a resolving issue.
Like material stuff, like eggs or money.
No, it's not only material stuff. It's just basic stuff. It's just like if someone comes into your life and can offer you some value, then you know that person offers value, as opposed to someone that comes into your life and then you have to offer them something where
good, bad.
Isn't it kind of a two-way street usually when you?
No, it's not a two-way street. So if I get it, okay, I'll go to a date, right? And
with a man.
I love this woman, and she looks fine. We're cool. We walk into the date situation, and then next stage is step 2. Now she tells me,
I got to read something. We got something on the board here from Niall. You could talk in a second. I just got to read this. So Niall Roman, the very handsome corporate male looking guy, authentic corporate male looking guy, gave $2. Thank you, Roman. And he says, I believe my accent makes me better than you. Oh, I should have had you read that. Fuck. Can you read that, please?
We're back to the same deal, right? Like folks always asking questions and asking me what I'm getting out of things. Oddly enough, I can't get what I want and need until I, much like the government and other folks on the other side, force it, right? Because I've been saying for 2 hours that I want to wrap up, and I can't seem to get that. Not from you, not from anyone. So like you say, it's not a two-way street. I'm constantly coming across folks who are inequitous, who want to use me for my time, energy, attention, and platform for their own agendas. As I stated specifically from the beginning, if they cared about me and my wishes, they would carry on with that, rather than carry on with their own speech and anecdotes about how the fuck we should all live.
And so right at the 4 hour and 20-minute mark, I'm out, guys. God bless you. I love you.
Thank you, Mr. Wizard. I appreciate you, sir.
Naughty nights, Wiz.
Simon says, can you read that, please? Can you read what's on the screen, please, Simon?
I believe my accent makes me better than you.
Thank you.
All right. So what I'll say is, you don't really you don't underappreciate or overappreciate things until you really understand things in life. And that's not a bad thing. It's not, we.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right.
You're just gonna run that easily?
I don't know what. Look, it's not my platform. Like, he can do what the hell he wants.
Do I get to ask a question before you go?
You can do what, as I said, it's your platform. You can do what you want. I'm not.
Can you read what's on the screen? Can you read what's on the screen? Out loud.
Do you want him to do it?
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
All right, Simon. Simon says, What does Simon say?
I'm a teacher, Simon. I think I'm smart, so you should be. It's like Smurfs. Like, give me a break.
Smurfs.
So let
I like
Simon.
that. That's like a little bit of a theme. Hold on, I got something for that. Yeah, he gets it. This guy gets it, man. Simon gets it. You folks don't get it.
Yo, the thing is I am not blue. I'm black, and at the end of the day, that's just a fact, and that's how people react. So when people react in a way that is just the way that they do that, and the way that they do that is just in their feet, and the feet.
Come on, Aaron. Outshine them. Let's go over.
Seriously.
Make them appreciate
Aaron, just sing the balls my daddy.
Everybody's on his balls. Why are you giving him that attention?
Nah, we
Aaron,
just want your famous song, Aaron. Why won't you give it to us? We've all been begging for it.
Come on.
Aaron won't give us his famous song now. We won't beg it for it.
What's going on?
We be real, man. That's the only
Sing the
reason I
goddamn
love it.
song. Come on, Aaron.
All right, should I do the Smurf song? I like the Smurfs.
Daddy. It's not the same.
No, it's great.
You gotta be putting in the work.
You got to sing it so we can't hear Simon. Keep going.
And the work.
Just the face alone. The face alone, the passion.
Daddy. Balls. Yo, daddy.
Just that when he does the head shake with the passion.
I have no problem with that.
So you can never not laugh. It's like Moose's sneeze. I'll never not laugh.
Yo. PAUL.
Yo.
In the build down, getting rocked down with the sound. Because
So if I Google you,
down.
it's not for being a musician.
You know what happened? You want the backstory?
It's kind of like if you Google Brian O'Shea comedian. It's kind of the same deal.
Yeah. Not as many Google results as the world famous might prefer.
Yeah, pause them out. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Simon.
It's a hard connection. It's a hard connection. Just take it like that. It's a hard connection. It's like when we try to get with a girl. I'm leaving.
Do you mind if we refer to you as our African American? You're on the show.
You can refer to me as you want. I'm global. I've been around the place, so I'm global, man. And I'll tell you, Australians relate to me in a totally different way. So like, yo, US folk, I appreciate you, man. I ain't even playing. That's why I've been hanging around for a while, because it's just facts. You know, UK actors, musicians, anyone of any stature that can add any value to your country, and add that thing, where it's like taxpayer bill thing. They ain't playing. They come over with some real skills. So
All right, see you later. All right, we'll see you later.
All right. You take care of yourselves.
All right.
Thank you, Simon. We look forward to hearing from you again. Just not 2 hours and 25 minutes in. We've all been trying to get out of here, and we've just been dealing with craziness. So
next time, I'll when I get your address, I'll send you some. I'll send you some toast package, and a breakfast, because I'm a chef. So I could do that. That's fine.
I'm into that.
Yeah, and that's what we gotta do as brothers. Like, we gotta support ourselves, like, because
but you gotta you gotta stay away from supporting the GIMP and his enabling him in his dysfunction. Like,
I ain't enabling shit. Like, I came across that the same way everybody came across that. Now, I ain't doing that shit, but I'm just saying, like, it took me having to do that to make people acknowledge what the fuck's going on, because we can't escape from it. And you know, a lot of these panels out here trying to act like ain't going on. So it is going on. Shout out to the lead attorney. I ain't gonna be no one's ball. Fuck that shit. I see a lot of niggas out here doing that shit. So it's like just me turning around and making that sort of connection. It's like, okay. Exactly.
Come on, Aaron. Aaron, it's your time to shine. Let's go.
I'm not doing it without my picture up. I'm just not.
Aaron, are you there?
What?
Do the goddamn ad. What the fuck's wrong with you?
The ad. Here we have local celebrity Moose modeling the Patriot flag robe. You can pick up your own Patriot flag robe at local dispensaries so that when you get up in the middle of the night to have to pee, you're warm. Make your best day ever. Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. Pick yours up today.
What's the promo code?
Promo code is
Paul's your daddy. Yeah, you ran out of steam. You're tired, Aaron. It's all right. You got us with the Moose thing. That was good.
Bit of a lackluster read, if I say so myself.
Well, it was thrown upon me quickly.
Yeah. Hashtag get a next one. That's what promo code is.
Oh, Shay, I prefer when you just read them.
Seriously. You do such a good job.
I know, but I was so impressed by everyone else that I figured Aaron's the first fail, I think. Well, no, he started off.
No, not everyone can do this, O'Shea. You got to really understand your strength. You know, it's not everything's for everybody all the time, right? You got a strength, you got a gift there. Use it. Stop self-sabotaging, putting this off on everyone else. They just don't have what you have. Let's just call it what it is.
All right, Simon. We'll see you later.
All right, cool.
Spread, pound, come together. Goddamn right. Is this something? Is this like a read thing? Cue card thing?
I mean, it's whatever you want it to be, Brian O'Shea. I'm just kind of, like freestyling here, throwing stuff up. I mean, if you got something for the people, I'm not going to stop you.
Let's see what I can whip up. All right, let me get some energy here. God damn it. It's a long day.
Well, yeah.
I got nothing on this, but fuck it. I'm just going to go for something. All right, motherfuckers. It's fucking 4.5 hours in this.
Spread, pound, come together. This is
shut the fuck
great
up,
American flag. Not only are we taking the rainbow flag, we're taking the American flag as well. And this is to spread the message, pound the streets, and come together, if you know what I mean. So you can pick up your spread, pound, and come together. See? That's enough.
All of a sudden, Aaron coming to life there, doing what he might say is a character, but what some will say is
I'm really, really good at
is yes, kind of the real him, sort of coming out, if you will, here late in the broadcast.
So many real me's.
Yeah.
Auspiciously authentic.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew what auspiciously meant, I'd laugh.
My whole life. So.
Great stuff, Brian O'Shea.
Oh my God, yeah. So you motherfuckers out there, it's good enough time as any. No, we got 765 subscribers on that pimp channel. Yeah, Patriot. You guys are real fucking patriots. Just fucking loving Donnie Chimp. You fucking scumbags. You're here all fucking day in your mama's fucking basement. You can't fucking go to the goddamn channel. I know you guys got no fucking money to give Paul, but can you at least go to the fucking pimp channel so we could spread, pound, and come together all over Alley? You could fucking, you know what I mean? And Jeff could fucking watch while we just fucking spread, pound, and come together all over. But no, you guys fuckers got to ruin it. We can't have the sex fucking compound because you fuckers can't even go to fucking pimp and hit fucking subscribe. You fucking.
And they're going to report me anyway, right, Brian O'Shea? Because, I'm going to always be looked at as the leader and the head of it. And then I can't win because if I take on that position, I'm egoing. If I don't take on that position, they're gonna force me into that, right? Like the GIMP, he's gonna call up someone and report me, say that I'm running some kind of sex cult compound, like he said earlier today, and then that's when they come in with the flamethrowers and grenades, and they give you the caress treatment. So, yeah, it's a sad story. We may never have the destiny, the archetypal revival as a true destiny, back to the way we once were. Living in mansions surrounded by beautiful patriot wives who are there to service us and bring forth the next generation of righteous men to stand on rights and freedoms.
I'm just looking through the chat to see if someone says, "Where's the channel? How do I find it?" And somebody else is going to go, "It's in the description. If you close chat and go to the description." God, I hate you motherfuckers, dude. I cannot fucking wait till the fucking shit really hits the fan and I could just hunt every last one of you motherfuckers down and just fucking slit your fucking throats.
Oh, Jesus.
Brian O'Shea, coming to life here late in the broadcast.
What happened?
Inspired. Yeah, Brian O'Shea says he's looking forward to the purge. They just started a purge in Chicago, and Brian O'Shea's taken on that fully. He says, open it all up. Let's hunt slaves for entertainment purposes, of course. But, seriously, let's hunt slaves. Bring back onto them what they visited upon all the innocents in this realm. That's Brian O'Shea's point of view. He's very righteously indignant.
Yeah, for real. Like, just get over to the channel. Everyone here right now, and everyone that listens to this later, what the fuck is the problem with you losers, dude? And if you can't do that, then you can't figure it out. Okay, you guys are so fucking stupid. You can't even figure that out. Then send some fucking money right now. If you're listening to this, if you're listening to it later, send Paul on Cash App, whatever, because just say just leave a comment. Leave in the thing, I'm a fucking stupid slave. I can't figure out how to fucking do 1,000 over there, so I'll spend some of my worthless fiat for my corporate fucking job because I'm a fucking dumb, lazy fuck. Just say it. Just type in chat, everyone. I'm a dumb fucking idiot. Put it in comments when you see this later.
Oh yeah, the game might want to know. I also can't create a custom link. If I remember correctly, because now if I'm wrong, he'll say I lied. My recollection is I can't create a custom link. That's why it's proper instruction motivates 70. What is 72? What is that? Unless I'm one of these Manchurian candidates where I'm living an alternate life that I have no memory of, where they activate me and deactivate me, the department. It's always possible. 72 is meaningless to me, so I never would have picked that number. I don't know why. That's 7192. I don't know what that means. Why it's after the link. I didn't create that link, and I can't go in because I tried to create a custom one. I can't do it till I get to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, it's on a mobile device. You need 1,000.
So I'm right again, Bo Shane. The GIMP has been proven to be incorrect, bad faith, false claimer. He said he was going to show us all, but the truth is I can't go live till I get 1,000 views because it's not all about the money.
On a desktop, laptop, whatever you want to call it.
I don't have that, sir. I have an Android.
You made it here.
GIMP is my laptop. He's going to come sit on my lap and call me daddy.
Lapdog, maybe.
Laptop GIMP. Come sit on my lap, GIMP, and tell me all about it. As long as you call me daddy.
Yeah.
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 What's the wrap up? No? Or you just want to hang around here for longer?
All right, Dan.
I'm doing some work.
Ruin the rest of my night.
Ciao, ciao.
What are your final words, Dan? Nothing? Just want to chill? You don't want to go right now? You're muted?
Maybe you guys go do your own broadcast like Moose does midday. Go do nightly mayhem. Whenever I'm not broadcasting, you go just do your own, and you and Dan the man kind of kick it around. And yeah.
Who, Eric and Dan?
Oh, you, Brian O'Shea, you, Moose, everyone, the whole gang. Boys are back in town. Maybe, you know what, if you get everyone over there, Brian O'Shea, no one might not even ever come back here. you know, because everyone else will be there.
Yeah. Go,
So that's
Dan,
something
do you
to
want
think
to?
about.
Yeah. Dan, do you want to give final words? You're fucking frozen.
Frozen and keep cool. Frozen and muted.
You didn't know what was going on earlier. He's confused.
Can you start telling folks to keep cool, like the guy Mr. Freeze back in that Batman movie?
Me?
Yeah.
Keep cool.
Everything is through you at this point.
Keep cool, Dan.
Yeah, I like that. We need catchphrases, right? Slaves are big on catchphrases, so I figure we start resurrecting all the old ones that the millennials weren't born for. So that was one of the famous ones in that movie at the time. Mr. Freeze would just constantly freeze people throughout the film and just say the same line over and over again. Keep cool. So I just kind of like the idea of Brian O'Shea as the modern day Mr. Freeze. So yeah, if you can in the future, if you see that opportunity come up, go ahead and take that, or else I'm going to take it. And I prefer to listen to you say it than hear me say it. So
I feel like I got to vanquish him and then say keep cool or something. I got to spaz out on him. And
no, it's whenever they freeze.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because it's Mr. Freeze would say that.
All right. It's been a long night. Dan, do you want to leave with final words or no? Just say no. I'm asking you to give final words and leave. If you don't want to, you're muted. Yeah.
You can hear me. No.
Yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yes. We cannot hear what you're saying right now.
You guys
yes, we heard you ask if we can hear you, but you're muted.
I like that, right? Like that's why I'm here, because you're all fucking dicks just like I am. So
he's a masochist. He's a sadist and a masochist. He likes
this has been fucking a huge learning experience for me, and the way I needed to learn it, I guess. And I just wish it didn't have to hurt so much, but oh well.
What did you learn? Can you give us a concise, succinct version of what you learned real quick?
I learned that when we hide who we are from other people, it causes all kinds of other consequences in our life, right? And when we're forced to hide who we are because of laws, policy, codes that make absolutely no sense, then it's destructive to everybody, you know, and it's ridiculous. So.
And the same thing applies in a relationship, right? When we're forced to neglect who and what we are and dishonor who and what we are and how creation made us because of some societal rule or some, daily habituation, this is, again, destructive to not only the being, but everyone around the being, whether they realize it or not. A lot of this stuff is put forth as a strength in a value system, and it's really some form of bondage, vice, addiction, weakness, an inauthentic form of completion, right? You have a lot of folks looking for their other half, and they're going to be completed by some person, place, or thing. It doesn't happen, right? All you wind up doing is becoming somebody's prisoner till they leave up out of here, and then a lot of folks die right after. So, we're forced to look at things that distract us from authentically being who and what we are and walking a path and speaking truth unapologetically. So that's great shit, man. Somehow or another, some learning went on here tonight. I didn't even think it was possible, but proved me wrong again.
It was getting pretty tough there. I couldn't even I could barely do my daily tasks there for a while. It was a lot, man. It was a lot of stress, and just I don't think I've ever been that close to mentally breaking before in my life, and it was a little scary, but it also made me look at the damage I was causing all around me because of that, right? Like hiding that what I thought was a strength was really just killing everybody around me that actually love me and care about me, so it's, it's a lot.
Life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me.
Can you say that?
Could you imagine being the woman that Aaron David lives with and have to hear this phrase? That's
she's
why.
Heard it. Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Yeah. See? When we don't spend time together, it's because I choose that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, can you sing that little jingle he just did, just the way he did it, please?
I already forgot what it was. My brain's still not completely firing again. Like it's a little
Go
stressed
ahead,
out.
give it to him again, Aaron David.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Well, here, just come right behind me, okay? Life is good.
Life
It's like
is
row,
good.
row. I feel good.
I feel good.
Good things are always happening to me.
Good things are always happening to me.
Oh
Wow.
man, that's great stuff. See, Brian O'Shea with an all-star call there, right
Little
there again.
embarrassing, but
Brian
it's a
O'Shea
lot.
did it again. The man is a scout, an eye for talent. This Brian O'Shea, I've already picked up on it. He's a modern day Harvey Weinstein.
Oh my God.
Harvey Weinstein is
That's not a
alive in
good
the
reference.
modern day. He's not. I'm telling you, this man is a veteran of the casting couch. This man can spot some talent. So, regardless of what Harvey was up to on his off times or maybe even on the clock, separate from all the allegations, allegedly, the man had an eye for talent. That won't be taken from him. So let's wrap up, folks. We're only 2 hours, 42 minutes in the wrap up.
I think we got 18 minutes left, easy.
Yeah, well, Dan gave a great little final words there. I hope you come up more, Dan, and make some nice, powerful statements like you did there a little while ago. And do you got anything else you want to say before you give your final words and hit that leave button?
I'm good. Yeah.
Is there a sex spot down there?
I can't tell.
Yogi's calling out sex spots. I saw your thumbnail full screen. That's very naughty, and I'm not referring to the babes. The small image is very dirty. I don't know what this being is saying. All right, let's wrap up, folks, please. Don't make me beg. It's unsightly.
I'm going to check out.
Thank you, Dan the man. Great song. I want to hear that again tomorrow early in the broadcast. If you can come up and do the whole good things are happening, I like that. Made me feel good.
I agree. Tribe, what do you got? You're muted. You're ugly. Ugly. You're muted.
Muted here. My phone was kind of like getting tired of waiting. I guess it made me wait this time. Yeah, good show. Everything is great. I guess definitely the best content. This stuff we were on last time, I was hoping we'd be able to take over, but I understand there's a lot of stuff to do as the pendulum swings. I mean, we'll be back up to the This episode was definitely the grow some balls episode, where if you watch this back and replay, you're gonna see what's about to grow some balls. And the only way you're gonna do it is not just take 2 of these every 4 hours, but you got to watch 2 4-hour broadcasts of Paul 7 days a week, and you'll certainly grow some balls. So like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and definitely send in some of the fiat, because that just helps keep the thing moving on the road, right, Paul?
Well, I'm doing a full-time broadcasting now, and then I get 8 hours. I get 8. It's like 33 and a third. It's like the Masons. I get 8 hours to myself, 8 hours of slavery and insanity here. And then I get 8 hours of sleep, usually six or 7, I guess.
Insanity.
So an hour, and there's an hour extra there, Brian O'Shea, which is obviously time for pleasuring myself. If you add up all the times throughout the day, 3-minute intervals, you could do the math. 3-minute intervals each time, added up throughout the day, comes to an hour altogether.
Well, again, appreciate you keeping the platform up and alive. We'll have some great content again next time I'm able to get up on here. I'm sure we'll be able to continue. I would have loved to engage one of those guests we had earlier there. I guess both of them, but there will be another opportunity, I'm sure, because I'm sure they'll be back. And Joshua, just in time. Are you ready for another fable, Joshua, or are you going to be able to go to bed easily now?
I don't want to miss this because I've been asleep like 5 times. I went knocked myself out.
Yeah, but Aesop wrote fables. They were like stories about animals, but the animals actually had human behaviors like people. So we kind of understood for children, so you could kind of understand the nonsense that people would exhibit and see how that like the behaviors of animals kind of resemble the idiots. You want to hear it? Okay. Am I still on?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
This is about unslavery, written hundreds of years.
Loud and clear. 5 out of 5.
This is probably a good message.
Muted. You got that weird light. I don't know why you don't have normal lighting so you can see the back of your house. You don't want us to see the back of your house. I don't know. I have normal lighting.
We get a little bit, Aaron David, one time again. I might even sing with you this time. But I got to see the passion on your face, man, to get me into it.
I'm bringing it. Hold on.
All right.
Slow down.
I'm going to even go full screen on you because I need to really fucking get into this and see this shit.
Pause. Yo. No, we gotta wait. No, this is not the time. We gotta get that.
There's a certain break in there.
Pause. Yo. Daddy. Pause.
Yeah.
Yo. Daddy. Pause.
I'm never not laughing at it.
Daddy.
That's the best thing ever.
Yo. Daddy. They don't even mean it. It just happens.
All right, so can we start wrapping up here or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Tribe, were you satisfied with your final words?
Hey, Paul, I'm
go.
gonna go because I'm gonna get really sleepy and I'm gonna get real annoyed. Everyone's talking
Yeah,
shit.
go to bed, man. Go to bed. It's all over with, okay? There's always tomorrow's another day. I'll see you later, Joshua. Get some rest, please.
Peace out, bitches.
All right. Peace out, bitches.
Hey, on that note, Paul, great words from Joshua and you today, and thanks for holding down the fort, guys. Salute to you all and to all the great Patriots out there. I'll see you on the next one, Paul. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Tribe. I appreciate you.
Salute.
What do you got, Aaron?
I got nothing. It was fun. I appreciate it. They're really, really. It's really the entertainment and the fact that the variety and what the hell is going to happen. That's the value in it. Plus, you get to learn some nuggets. And as I'm always going to say, life is good. I feel good. Good things are always happening to me. That's the profound stuff right there. It's always back to yourself.
It's not working for the Gimp down there, man. It's not working. He's going back in another loop, saying this all could have been solved earlier. We're playing the victim. Wasted everyone's time. He's saying we're here for the truth, but it's really about entertainment. Man, we might have to do another 4 hours here tonight, Brian O'Shea. You better get a second win.
Dude, I got coffee out the butt. So
yeah, Aaron David's ready, man.
I'm ready to rock. I'm just playing. No, I'm not though. Like seriously, it's like you go to the group. I'm not gonna do it. So it was fun. It was good. Come back again. Send Paul money. That's really all he wants. And
yeah, that's one thing we come to learn today. Gimp shared that with everyone. Really, just all about the money.
You're probably the least. I forget what the word that he used, but sincere. It's not what he said though. He said, "What did he say?" Come on.
See, here's the thing with. Sorry to interrupt, but here's the thing with Gimp. We got to start treating them like learning the piano. See, when you're learning the piano, you only want to train 20 minutes to 30 minutes max per day. You don't want to go any more than that. So
yeah,
we're gonna
that's the
give.
thing, right? Gam says there's something that obviously makes sense to everyone. I'm okay with some sleazy fundraising if it's honest. How does one do honest, sleazy fundraising? How does that work exactly?
He's spiraling. He's ovulating. He's cycling.
Sleazy, honest fundraising. Anybody? No? Yeah, me either. So it's really just about the fact that I'm getting some support here and you're not, and we get that. And you'll get that at some point when you actually find meaning and purpose in your life, unlike myself for most of my life. So I get it. Get why you like this, but
he's really backing you up with that statement.
I'm his daddy.
He's your daddy.
I'm disingenuous. That's what he says.
Disingenuous.
All right, let's
Most disingenuous person I know. So I appreciate it again. It was fun. Not exactly what I expected to do for the day, but I do appreciate it. It's always a good time. So I'll be back sometime. Maybe tomorrow, probably not. But always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good things always happening. Always feeling good. Life is fucking good. Yeah. Ryan O'Shea living at the library, feeling fucking good. Life is good. Good things always happen to him. Even that guy who gave him a prostate exam who wasn't even really a doctor. He found out afterward.
Dude, I'm in full mania mode, dude. What are your thoughts on like? Because I definitely have some sort of mania and then depression thing. What is that? I mean, people call it bipolar, but what do you think? What are your? I've heard your thoughts on it. I don't know if you're down with the whole bipolar thing, but.
Say that again. Gimp is now scrolling down there, attacking me many different ways. Very
I was
sad.
just saying, yeah, I was just saying that at this exact moment, I think I have a mania thing going on, and then I notice other times I have a depression thing going on. Some would consider that like bipolar.
Yeah, no, it's like you need to find purpose and meaning in your life is how I interpret it. And when you're not doing that based on what your subconscious has programmed there, you're feeling depressed about it. You know? So you might just want to seriously come all the way out as a gay man. He just said. I mean, again, I've talked about this before. It would seem to me the anxiety depression loop is about your subconscious and nervous system trying to get you to do something you're not doing. When you'll do that, you'll feel less of that.
So, all right.
The anxiety is to get you off your ass. The depression is because you didn't get off your ass. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I feel like today I was so manic, dude. I made so many fucking videos. And I uploaded a lot, and I'm like, I don't know. I just noticed that pattern with me though. A mania, then a lower. But I don't know. The mania.
Oh, you're just inspired. Why are you ascribing a fucking negative label to it? Because you have energy to create and you're inspired. You're now manic. You just need to focus that. It's disjointed, right? Yeah. So focus that energy, that inspiration, and stop downplay it and calling it something negative that's trying to work for you. Aaron just told you, good things are always happening to you. Life is good. You feel good, right? So part of that mind control mantra is some reality that you have to write your story. If you write your story as anxious and depressed, you're going to lose, right? Yeah. That's the story they want to write for you. You have to write the story that I'm inspired and I'm motivated sometimes. And when I don't do as much as I need to do or the right thing, quote unquote, then I don't feel as good about it as I could, right? So it feels like depression. That's what it seems like to me. But you can't take that reality and make it yours. You have to look at that and see if it's true for you, right? You can't just make that true for you because I told you that I seem to think that that's what that is, right? Yeah. It would seem to me the more that you gain confidence and confidence in yourself and manage your time, energy, and attention, you know, to put out what you get back, there'll be less of that process.
Yeah.
Something's going on down there.
The chat.
I'm trying to go to the origins. This is like some
dotting me out.
Drop. I'm going to the origin.
All right, brother. Fucking, what are you looking for?
Yeah, I don't know what this is. This is some kind of new internet code language.
They're saying I need help. It's a SOS. Dot. All right, Paul. Love you, buddy. Thanks for keeping doing
love you too, Brian O'Shea. You continue to inspire me and amaze me, good sir. What do the dots mean? I'm indifferent. Yes, we're united finally, Kim. No idea what the dots mean. This is some kind of new internet trend sweeping the nation, apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I guess I'll be back tomorrow at some point. I'm not making any promises. All right. Yeah, I'm playing the trip on you, Gimp. I'm victim. All right, giving out all my time and energy here. You don't appreciate it, Gimp. No, you don't. You're not thankful and grateful. You would just as soon not have me be here. You can go back to arguing with some other YouTube personality and ruining their broadcast. I know what you're up to. With that said, I will be back at some point tomorrow, usually around 7 a.m. You never know. Might need to get more rest tonight dealing with the inmates who are running the asylum over here. So with that said, I appreciate you all. Salute to you all. Peace and blessings. Much love. Thank you for the contributions and support, which I so desperately need, as Kim points out. That always makes me feel good. A little bit of sleazy fundraising, honestly. So, till I return, folks, please farewell. Get some rest.